Hello, and if you are watching this when it goes live, which, if you are, many, many thanks. But also, as you can probably tell by the reflection in the window, Merry Christmas. It is the 16th of December as I'm recording this preamble thing for YouTube to edit into the video. Yeah, I just wanted to say Merry Christmas. Thank you for a great 2023. Almost a 2022 then. I don't know why. But yeah, thanks for a great 2023. And thank you for watching this. And also sorry. That's the main thing that I'm interrupting the start of this session of Starfinder for, is to say sorry, because it's not great this episode. It's not. This episode was recorded by me on my laptop. My levels were wrong, and my laptop just did not like recording the video and running Discord in the background. It just wasn't having fun. Even though I was on performance mode, this, that, and the next thing. It didn't like it, which was a shame, because it was a very fun episode to play, and the quality of this episode does not reflect that at all, which sucks. However, the next episodes, which I have on my laptop ready to edit, were recorded by Roan. So yes, they are better audio quality through and through. So they will be better, I guarantee it. So yeah, thank you for watching this, and if you do watch the whole thing, great, awesome, thank you again. I'm sorry. Yeah, thank you. Welcome to another episode of Starfinder. It's been a while, just because life is hard. I totally didn't snort there. Just ignore that.
We didn't hear any snort.
That's good.
You have
Anyway.
an anti-snorting mic.
That's cursed. Anyway, yeah. So today's a fun one because unfortunately we've lost Rome because he's super busy with work and important stuff and editing Terra. But we have gained someone else. If you want to introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Amber or Crispy, and I don't know, I like to draw. I'm playing like several D&D campaigns at the moment, so...
Yeah. I'm a bit jealous of everyone. There are so many people in so many different campaigns, and I'm just like, I roll dice once a week, if that.
You're in the same campaign
Often.
I'm in. You can't be jealous of my stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess you're only in two campaigns, but you know.
Some people are more well endowed in campaigns than others.
Yeah. That's an interesting phrase. I'm not sure I'm comfortable with.
Sorry.
That's cool. Anyway, so I won't have you introduce your character just yet, Amber, because I'm gonna.
I still need to find a feet first.
Yeah, and
you're
you need your
giving
equipment.
me time.
Yeah.
That they don't have feet. They lost them one day.
It's like, where are they? That's their character goal. Find their feet.
They were right here.
They were right here. I looked away for 5 minutes and I've lost my feet. Yeah. So at least for M.E.R.L.I.N and Sobok, you guys escaped the random scary desert planet, realizing that somehow you guys have been displaced 100 years into the future. For now, you have a ship. It's not a very good ship, but it is a ship that will hopefully get you places. You guys have an idea of where you need to be going.
Oh no. While Google's suffering, I've just read my notes, and it says that we've agreed not to shoot any creature until the entire group agrees that it's hostile. Now, this is personally hurting my feelings, and I don't think Sasha's ever going to be able to shoot now. If we have to stop and have democracy.
Oh, when did we agree that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Do not shoot Sasha until the group agrees on that. I think.
Oh, I think because you were just popping shots inside
whenever
the ship.
whenever we went forward in time, I had to make sure that the batteries were still operational.
I think
So
time.
the equipment didn't age because
Yeah.
it came forward in time with you.
100 years in time is a long time. Sobok
Yeah,
is
but-
concerned.
By that logic, you would have withered and died.
He
If that
doesn't
was
know
the case.
time travel mumbo jumbo works.
Okay, so you guys figure that anywhere is better than here because spooky, eldritch, monolith, desert world, and time travel. None of those are. They're all fun things in context, but you know, they're also very, very scary. So you just book it out of there. However, you guys have been traveling now through the drift for a few hours. And you're basically just, okay, let's get to a new star system and hope that maybe people can help figure things out. And after a while, you know, Mintz being a frighteningly scary little rat pilot, actually, you know, he slingshotted you around a star. He is, despite not really ever having any real experience flying in space, he's a good pilot. You know, he's adequate. He's also a good engineer, which is why this thing's flying. So you guys are maybe want to thank your lucky stars, despite the fact that, you know, he did try and steal bits of Merlin's brains.
Yeah, we tried to ignore the part where he tried to gut Merlin.
Yeah, it's like this guy has helped you a lot with, you know, other things. So you're just like, don't like him. Try to gut me. Try to steal Sobok's stuff.
He did steal my stuff.
Yeah, and you know, so you guys are just like, he's part of the party, but we he stays on the ship now. We don't trust him. His tiny little rat hands can't be trusted.
We trusted him enough to get to fly us off the planet.
That's true. That's true. But with you know, dealing with people, this guy's clearly not been out much. Also, you know, he struggles in any sort of gravity because you know he's a small asteroid baby, and that's the second worst thing I've said today. But yeah, you guys finding a new star with a planet, come out of the drift, and immediately there are red lights and alarms as you are just greeted by a lot of warnings, and you are hailed by a ship that your probably not great instruments are telling you will probably blow you up in a heartbeat if they wanted to. But yeah, you get this message. Unidentified drift-capable vessel. This is the Hashida. State your intentions, power down all non-essential systems,
and prepare to be boarded. If you do not comply, we will designate you hostile, and you will be fired upon.
So, do we know, like, if they're part of any kind of Do we know if we heard this name before? Do we know if they're
No.
part of organization?
You don't know anything about them.
So they're unfamiliar to us.
Yeah.
What is the name of that super cool agency that we all work for?
You work for the Starfinder Society. So you
Yes.
guys are official members, but you haven't been given any sort of ceremony.
So, just real quick, remind me of the name of the ship again.
Your ship or the ship that you're...
The ship that's hailing us.
It is the Hashida. Hashida.
With a D, damn.
There's a lot of references in this. Because I love just going, yep, that will be there for someone to chuckle
Am I on a bridge at the moment?
at.
I didn't think that the rat rodent would let me.
No,
sit on the bridge with him.
I imagine coming out of the drift, you've all gathered, in what is not a huge cockpit. Like it's,
Because my brain is saying that I would stand there and I'd push random buttons on the thing until someone told me that I was now talking to the ship. And I would say something like, this is Sobok 3 guns. We are heading back to... We're trying to find our way back to... Scheiße, I forgot the name of the fucking star organization that we work for. We are mercenaries. What's it called again? Oh my god. Someone help me.
Starfinder Society.
Starfinder Society, that's the one. We're trying to find our way back to Starfinder Society territory. We are mercenaries, or whatever, something like on those lines.
Okay.
I then seeing Sobok struggling, I then take over the comms unit.
I've been talking to myself, pushing the buttons.
You've just been like you've flipped the switch to fire one of the main guns, but because this ship has been buried in sand, the guns don't work too well. But you're convinced.
I fixed the guns. Or was it the engines? No,
You-
it was the guns.
You have
One of the guns.
they are functioning, but they don't really work.
It doesn't-
Also,
there's
you
any
don't
ammo.
have ammo. You
Yeah,
don't
I
have
think
ammo
we should
either.
shoot them, yeah. Right
But
now,
I just
so-
picture Sobok's just like, this looks important. Just clicking the trigger. So thankfully.
So yeah, M.E.R.L.I.N gets on the comms and he goes, Greetings Hashid. This is the Mark 1 prototype of the magically enhanced robotic learning and integration network known as M.E.R.L.I.N. Speaking. We are representatives of the Starfinder Society. We are currently aiming to get back to our base of operations. However, we have unfortunately found ourselves in a dire situation where our ship is barely functional. Would you be able to assist us by escorting us back to our local representatives?
There's a moment and you hear the click of, someone opening the communications channel. And there's murmuring. You pick up in the background. Did they say M.E.R.L.I.N? And then, another moment passes, another click. All right. We will find someone to escort you to our ship. We will then see what we can do for you and get you on your way. Will that be satisfactory?
I look over to the rest of my party to get their reaction.
I mean, Kulu's just stood in the background, shrugging his shoulders. I imagine Mince is also just like, yeah, whatever.
That is satisfactory.
Good to hear. Okay. So now we cut to roughly 15 minutes earlier on the Hashida. It is a Grand Cruiser class warship, or at least normally it would be a warship. Normally crewed by around 95 individuals. And currently it holds 300 people It's massively overcrowded and massively understaffed. It is basically on a run to pick up survivors from a war that has broken out, at least in the time that you guys have been, stuck on this planet. That, again, for you has only been a couple days, if that. But this ship is just picking up survivors, and for those that have chosen to stay and fight the war, drop off supplies and anything else they can to help.
We've actually lost the ability to make the joke. What year is it? So we should have probably done that first, unless Merlin's calculated already what year it is after all those space jumps.
I mean, we figured out like we've been transported 100 years in the future the last time, so we probably know what year it is now, right?
Yeah. You guys already know that somehow the ship you guys commandeered has been shifted 100 years. How or why, you're not sure. But anyway, the ship is picking up survivors from this conflict. Started by a sort of upstart breakaway faction that calls itself the New Vescarium. And though the Vesk within the Pact Worlds denounce this group, as radical extremists who are just like, yay, we want the way things were when we were the top dogs in the galaxy. There are also those within the Pact Worlds, that see what this organization has done and goes, there's probably something to this. They've not only taken over a lot of worlds, they've used technology that was, that they were using because they thought they were, it was believed that they were on the right side. But this faction has now turned around and gone, thanks for all the big guns, guys. We're just going to take these planets now, if you don't mind. But yeah, ships from the Hashida's homeworld are often quite lavish. They are fashioned in a way that harkens back to the homeworld culture, with different architecture across the ship. But unfortunately, this ship, like many others following the outbreak of this war, were rushed out. So there might be the odd little trinket or thing that goes, oh, I recognize roughly where this ship's come from. For the most part, this ship is bare metal. It is just, it's very bland and simple. And while it is capable of traversing the drift, it also weirdly does not have engines that allow it to have full gravity. So this ship still on the inside looks and feels a lot like the International Space Station does to us. Like, maybe there's a little bit more gravity, but not a huge amount. Like, this thing has barely got enough thrust for maybe a half a G gravity. So if you've got liquids floating around, that's not good. If you're just letting go of a sandwich, not ideal. But yeah, this thing is
floating around getting sick in 0G the whole time.
Yeah, like if people are on the ship who have been picked up for whatever reason aren't used to 0G, because a lot of these planets again are fairly, compared to the Pact Worlds, and especially planets like Terra that are at the peak of technology at this point. This is weird. So if you're, you might put something down and think it will just drop onto a table, but it doesn't. It just floats there weirdly. But yeah, it's normally quite colourful, quite vibrant. But the current occupants of the ship, despite their situation, have managed to make something of this. There's an atmosphere about the place that is sad, but at the same time, in mess halls and commissaries, the civilian population of this ship have carved out something of a community. On the third deck commissary, there is a small group of people gathered around to watch a bold dwarf drum on a cajon, which, if you're not aware, I think it's like a Latin American sort of drum that you sit on and play with your hands. While a squirrel-like creature strums on an instrument very similar to a shamisen. So there's this fascinating melding and blending of cultures and peoples. And every now and again, of course, there are falling outs, there are tough times. But people are very much coming together in this really shitty time. And one person's uplifting another, and they're doing the same for yet another person. And it is here that we meet one of the ship's only Starfinder Society members. Everyone else who is, of any station is either military from one of the planets that they've picked up or originally a crew member. So, Starfinder Societies as people who have a little bit more leeway on what they can and can't do. They are, quite valuable, which is why a certain elf gets a telepathic message that explains that the ship has picked up a signal from an unidentified craft. It may be stolen, and if you would be able to fill in for a member of a squad that is looking to interdict this craft and hopefully gauge the intentions of these people, because they say they just want, help, but that sort of thing happens all the time and it ends up being pirates. So it's better be safe than sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just like, yeah,
Well,
sure.
Yeah, sure. It's like, some people might be pirates, but when people are truly in need, they'll come and ask you. It'll be fine. We'll be good.
Yeah. Sorry, go on.
So I was gonna say I'll check my little Starfinder Society paper, and I would be like, accept, because I need the money and I haven't worked in 100 years or whatever. How am I gonna pay for
you
more
don't
bullets for Sasha?
you don't get this because you are the ship that they are meeting that could be possibly hostile.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Did you not realize they were talking about us?
No, I thought that we found a completely different ship, and I was hanging out, and it was the guy playing the drums. What the fuck?
No.
I've been brought into
No.
TPK.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, I was like, oh, that guy plays drums. I was like, Sobok used to play drums, but then he found Sasha. I was gonna make a whole thing about it. I don't play drums. What the hell? Okay, I'll be quiet. And please don't team kill me.
I mean,
Not even on the same team, yeah, but okay.
I hope that doesn't happen because that would be very, very awkward. But anyway, yeah. This elf, that's going to be weird to say. For now. So this elf meets up with 3 other members that they've been instructed to meet up with. I'm going to leave it up to you whether you've worked with these people in the past or if this is the first time you're meeting or, what your relationship is. I'll leave that up to you.
Okay.
One of them is a human, early to mid 30s, very. They scream spent time in the military, and also they have a patch on their right shoulder that will be somewhat familiar to you, if only by reputation. It is a black moon made out of triangles on a white background, and as the image would suggest, this image is for a faction, a private military company called Black Moon. They're not necessarily bad guys, but they're definitely not good guys either.
Yeah.
They're often utilized by larger organizations if they need something done that, if it should go horribly, horribly wrong, the organizations like the Pact Worlds can just throw Black Moon under the bus and go, it was them. They need to be regulated. But because of how useful this organization is, anytime it comes round to doing the politics of regulating such organizations, there's always a few people that are like, we'll sort that out later. Because as morally bankrupt as organizations like this can be, they're useful. But yeah, this guy is very military. He's also very low tech. Again, this is one of the guys that came from a fairly low tech world. He's wearing, gear that wouldn't look out of place in, any current war zone. Like, this guy is very rugged, very rough looking. But he kind of likes it that way. He's not a fan of laser guns and technology warfare. Like, he'll hack something if he has to, but that still feels weird. He likes being in the mud, in it with other people that are, sweating and bleeding with him. And speaking of the people that have been sweating and bleeding with him, there's a bear just in tactical gear, a good upright 7 feet tall, just carrying a hammer and a shield at the moment. And whether you guys have worked together or not, this bear is either going to reach out and shake your hand or give you an enormous hug.
I think we have worked together once.
Yeah.
Just one single time.
So it probably wouldn't be the biggest hug, but, this bear's just going to reach down and just give you a nice, reassuring, proper bear hug.
Like, oh, try not to break my bones, buddy.
And, yeah, you're just sort of like, and at that point, the third person, a woman in a wheelchair, just taps this bear and goes, "Ease up there, lad. Okay, cool." The bear just nods his head, steps back, and yeah, you guys gather into a ship that, especially for 3 people and a bear, is way too small. Just way too small. Like, you guys can just about fit. But 3 people and a bear, it's cozy in here. You guys set off to meet, hopefully, friends, but you never know in this day and age. And yeah, there's a moment where you guys are just chatting, and the woman disappears for a few minutes. There's a few glances, and the human male is clearly concerned for the woman, because whatever happened to them fairly recently. They've still got wounds on their face. They've got an eye patch, and they also have a lot of very recent sort of cybernetic implants that are still quite red and swollen. But these people are military and often you know, very much I'll do me. If I step out of line and do something bad, then say. But until then, you know, I'm just gonna do the job until I can't.
Yeah.
But after a few minutes, she steps out again, no longer in a wheelchair. She is wearing a sort of exosuit harness type thing. For those that have seen Elysium, think of that sort of thing. This thing is clearly aiding in extra mobility and also probably enhancing what abilities they also already have. But yeah, after about 5 minutes, there's you slow your ship down, and you can get a visual of the ship that has been picked up.
I think I was going to say my elf at some point, as she's with like these new people, she'll kind of lean in and go, "So, what do you think they are, friends or pirates?"
The male, whose name is Jason, who looks at you and shrugs and just goes, hope they're friends, but prepare for pirates is normally the way it's done. Like they're hostile until they're not. And that sort of sentiment is shared around because these guys have been at war. Right? They're quite jumpy.
Yeah.
Almost anything, especially if it possibly might be about to mess up about 300 civilians. They're quite even though this ship isn't theirs and it doesn't belong to their homeworld. This, for the time being, is where they are stationed and it is their home, and they will defend that with their lives. But yeah, you approach this ship, you dock with it, you prep any gear that you might need. There is a small sort of umbilical tunnel that stretches out, and you guys in the other ship hear a click and a clunk as the two ships join.
So our ships are now docked together.
Yeah. So the four of you that are the boarding party make your way and join a sort of breaching formation with this bear at the front with a shield. They've also pulled out a very high-tech grenade launcher that seems in some way to start picking up a little bit. Okay, someone's decided to do some work outside. They've been doing it since like 8 a.m. I'm just like, why on a Saturday? But yeah, like this bear has a grenade launcher that seems to somehow mate with the shield in a way that they can brace up against a door, put the grenade launcher through the shield, and pump grenades into a room if they need to.
So they're currently all stacked up behind the door.
Yes.
Merlin is just going to go to the hatch and just open it from his.
Whoa! While Merlin is doing that, right? I want to be there. Right, Sobok's going to be there, and he's going to be ready to roll. But he also knows that just running around guns out is going to scare people. So he's going to put a little blanket or some shit over Sasha. He's just standing there, and then on the table next to him is Sasha, and his hands on the trigger, and he's just going to be like. Just acting
He's gonna like slyly just go. What's up?
How's it going? Just in case. I don't know what's on the other side of this. And Sobok wants to stay safe.
Sobok's just like. But so Merlin, you're just opening the door then.
Yeah.
So you've heard the two ships dock, and you're comfortable that no vacuum is just gonna go You all suffocate and die now. But okay, you open the door and you are greeted by this bear. He's just stood there with a breaching shield and a grenade launcher. And he's like,
And M.E.R.L.I.N just goes, "Greetings. I am the Mark 1 prototype for the magically enhanced robotic learning and integration network. But you may call me M.E.R.L.I.N." And he holds out his hand for a handshake.
Ooh.
Jason looked confused. He was ready, maybe not for a full-on fight, but at least an exchange of threats before going, hey, we're all on the same side, it's fine.
Well, Sobok's not done with that yet. I want to roll to check their insignias. What if they have some sort of dirty, super bad pirate signatures or some shit? They could be evil too.
Yeah, you can do that.
And I also want to roll to see if I know what a bear is, in case it's scary.
The lizard's never seen a bear.
I'm rolling 2 dice at once because this side can never do that.
What would that be?
I got a 5 and 11.
5 and 11.
Whilst you're doing that, I'm just going to quickly post in the references part of Discord what the reference image of what M.E.R.L.I.N looks like.
Okay, yeah.
Ooh.
What does the bear look like? My God, is it a black bear? Is it a polar bear?
It's a big brown bear.
It's a koala, but with a big gun.
It's a koala. Oh my god, yes. I'm gonna call that culture for you, Sobok.
Okay, so I'm doing a culture check.
Yeah. Just see if you've ever seen anyone like this before.
I might not have my character sheet up at the moment because I've left it on my desktop. Don't move.
Shit, I moved.
I don't have a culture or anything. Well, me.
I mean, I don't think you're the most intelligent character on the crew.
That's so offensive, Scott.
I think it's a
You're
fact.
supposed to be the DM. You're supposed to be neutral. Ow, your character's stupid.
I didn't say they were
I'm
stupid.
gonna
I
feel
just,
self-conscious. So if you ever heard you say that, you feel so self-conscious.
I just said he wasn't.
I can't even read.
I mean, we have specific numbers that tell us of our intelligence
Yeah.
level.
That
Yeah.
is also offensive. Okay, so hold on. Can I just pretend that I solved that query, the culture query with strength?
No.
Okay,
Oh.
so that means I rolled a 5 and an 11. So I don't know. You can pick if that's to identify the insignia or if that's to identify if the bear's scary.
It has been 100 years, so technically I would say roll with disadvantage, but technically that's not how disadvantage works here, so I'll just take the 5. And
Oh, great.
you don't know how, what these people are.
Okay.
That's,
Um,
More like a famous
See, that's
pirate
a very-
tribe.
that's a big furry human.
That's-
Type of microphone, Sasha.
I think as they're trying to work this out, my elf's gonna try and slip past the bear after like the friendly greeting and stuff and go, "Oh, you don't sound hostile at all. Don't mind my big friend here. Doesn't hurt to be prepared."
This is the time.
What was that? That is so
No.
bad. It's like
No.
I'm this.
Stop that! No.
That's disgusting.
You get
No one says
inspiration
so
for
much
that.
seen such filth.
So
It's
I do
okay,
want.
I'll see myself out. It's
I-
fine.
Oh fuck! Like, I do want to use inspiration in this campaign, so I'm gonna give you inspiration. So,
You've now been inspired. Good job. Yeah.
Oh heck yeah!
unlike D&D, you don't get advantage in the standard way. I'm just gonna say inspiration is a +5 to any roll going forward. So, yeah, you've got inspiration because I hate that pun, but I love it at the same time.
It's all about how you deliver it.
Yeah. But yeah. The bear just steps back.
The real reason Sobok takes offense to this is because he's not smart enough to make bear-related puns.
He's just-
That's the problem.
I mean, you need to know what a bear is to make bear-related puns.
Yeah.
But yeah, the bear
So, yeah,
steps back.
But
the Merlin's still holding out his hand for a handshake this whole time.
I like
The elf's gonna reach out and just be
Yeah.
like, it's like, so, who are you? Like, what's going on here?
We are members of the Starfinder Society. Some of us have been. We were unfortunately stranded on a desert planet where where it seems we have been sent forward 100 years into the future.
What, an entire century? That's a lot. Time travel isn't
Sobok
something, is
knows
this?
that it's a lot to take in. But Sobok also needs to show you that he is, in fact, one of the greatest mercenaries of all time. And then I whip the blanket over, and then she sees Sasha, and I'm like, this is Sasha. And I rub it like this. Like the barrels over here, giving it that rub. And then
So-
I'm like, and then, yeah?
It's so
Sorry,
much
still
referred
rubbing
to
it.
himself
My
as
bad.
third.
So are you? Well, basically, right. I have this idea. Right. My idea is I make eye contact with the lady wearing the mech suit, and I know of mech suits, right? Used by puny weak people to get to the same level of strength as us Fisk have, and I want to challenge her to a goddamn
my
arm
God.
wrestle.
Jason steps forward and just glares at you, Sobok.
Like
Like
a
this-
bad player?
Yes, like this dude does not like you.
Oh,
Do not mind. Do
Yeah,
not mind my
Sobok, yes.
Do not mind my companion, Sobok. He may be rather brash, but he is rather friendly.
he certainly seems very energetic.
Very much. We
So-
also have another. We also have. I should also introduce you to our other crewmates. This is the. What's the name of that Skitterman guy again?
Rodent.
The Skittermander's called Kulu.
This is Kulu, and I gesture to the small Skittermander that is I imagine somewhere behind me.
Just gives you a wave with two hands at once on
How
the
many
same
arms
side.
did you give me the way with? Yeah, nice.
Yeah, 2 of the 4. He's just like,
Basically, he's basically from the picture. He just looks like Stitch.
yeah,
If you want a visual reference.
Skittermanders are great.
Oh, bless.
We also have our pilot Mince, and he gestures over to the pilot.
Yeah, Mince turns around to this knackered old swivel chair that's basically just, it's so old and rusted, it just screams. And Mince is just eking this out. He's turning just. Alright.
Hello.
We are currently on a mission to reestablish contact with the Starfinder Society, and would greatly appreciate aid in such tasks.
Well, you happen to be in luck. We are there.
Are you a member of the Starfinder Society?
I would hope so. Yes.
Yeah, you
That
are.
Excellent.
is what I am.
He's like, let me check. Yep.
Excellent. Do you have any means of establishing contact with any representatives?
Well, the captain of the ship would. You'd know that at the very least.
I mean, we can always take you to see our captains. Yes, I think we can help you. You aren't any space pirates. Your disguises would be way more obvious, wouldn't they?
Merlin stares
This wasn't
blankly
a
as he
bad
does.
one.
Merlin stares blankly as he does not understand humor.
He's just a bit like. No, saying that, seeing a Merlin unit for you, for all of the boarding party, would be weird because they are a project that is 100 years old at this point, which makes sense given this Mark One Merlin. But it's also a project that was cancelled a few decades ago because a few Merlins went a bit mad. One of them actually became, in quite a short time, a fairly infamous space pirate.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no wonder. He looks a bit ancient, but oh, I haven't seen a Mad Merlin in ages.
I feel bad, like Merlin still looks like relatively brand new, even though
Yeah.
he's
Tiny.
yeah, it's like very much still like a shiny white.
Like a pleasure model. Pleasure
Oh,
model.
Oh yeah, I
no.
forgot about that.
Oh no.
That's what Sobok thinks, at least.
Yeah.
But yeah, Merlin's like very much like very like clean. Still, he's been up on the desert planet for a little, but he's still kind of very much like has that factory new kind of look to him. So he's still got like shiny like white domes, and the only facial features on him are two like white eyes.
You know what, the time travel thing? It's a whole lot more believable. So shiny.
It's another thing that would pique your interest, especially with your maybe somewhat gung ho companion, is why they might not like Vesk. Is because the new Veskarium is mostly made up, as the name might suggest, of Vesk.
Yeah.
There's a few other races who were like, yeah, fuck these guys. But most of it's just angry lizard people that are a little bit possibly maybe fascist, kind of. Like, they're not nice people.
Well, what's this big words using to describe Vesk? I mean, we're just the best. Everyone knows that. And we just like, everyone else is just weak, pathetic, lesser than. So, I mean, what's the big deal?
But yeah, you guys have a look around. You're just like, this ship is a piece of shit. Like, I don't think I described this in a good way last time. But
We got a dirty, broken bong from the corner of the co-pilot seat.
You also have a corpse on a bed.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
You
most of
haven't
it's
shifted
skeleton.
it?
Most of it's a skeleton,
It's from it outside.
But-
We open a window, we die.
but this ship looks, at least at the front, like a Terran gunship, which, granted, you've probably never seen before, but you've probably seen a gunship. But the back half looks, at least internally, like they've just stuck a load of shipping containers to it and gone, yep, that'll do. That'll do for our awesome Starfinder ship. Granted,
Just, like, looking around, going like, "Oof, there's been a bunch of cowboys in here."
granted, it should be said that the current crew aren't, the long-term crew. They've only had this thing for a few days.
Yeah.
We were able to scavenge. We were able to find our way off of the local planet. Do we know the name of the planet that we were on?
You do not, and nor does anyone else. Like this, you've they could probably, the elf would know that you could probably, using the ship's information, track where you've come from and find out where you were and possibly even what happened. But beyond
Ooh.
that,
If
Go
you
on.
require access to our black box, we are happy to provide such information.
I think already with that idea, the elf would just be like walking forwards. Like, she's notably unarmed. She's just got like this big sort of coat on, and there's like one pouch on her belt. And as she goes, she's like, "Yeah, might want to take a look at this. Hey, I might need some help if we need access. So let's go."
Merlin Merlin pulls out one of his fingers and inserts them into some kind of computer slot, which allows him access to the entire computer system to help search for this information.
Each finger is a different type of USB.
It's like, where have you been?
Ah!
His thumb's a lightning port. Okay. Yeah.
Do I
See
need to roll?
USB
Do I need to
ports
roll?
on your finger?
Do I
Um,
need to roll a computer of that to help
yeah,
out?
just roll me computers. It won't be a high DC because you're both fairly smart.
Ooh.
Okay.
Well,
I'm rolling 2, yeah?
don't you forget, Scott, that earlier today you did say that I wasn't smart, and now you're praising the other two players as being smart. I think you clear biases here.
Statistically,
Anti-Vesk. Anti-Vesk, Scott, the DM is anti-Vesk, guys.
numbers-wise, these
You
two
wanna
are
know?
smart. Oh no.
I did a D20. I'm putting this thing into an immediate jail. I got a 1.
Oh
Oh,
no.
not smart enough.
But that's it's a 9 if you add that to the total.
That one's a nat one, I'm afraid.
Yeah, thought so. There you go.
What
I
did
was
you
just-
roll, Sam? That might.
I rolled a 7 plus 2, so I also got a 9.
Oh my god.
What's wrong with you? Just a computer.
I was gonna make the DC.
It's like, what is this junk? It's so old. I
Yeah.
don't get it. This is so outdated.
Yeah, your
You
equipment.
need an upgrade.
Yeah, your equipment's not quite interfacing. Like ships are often centuries old, but this ship is just you assume that even with the 100-year time jump, this ship was already getting on a bit before then, and then it was possibly left. You can probably see around the ship that there's damage from just being underneath sand for a long time. But yeah, like you just look at your device and go, I don't understand.
I don't get it.
And
Not working.
Merlin,
So,
on your end, you plug into this thing, and you just go, ah! Like somehow you've, even though you're not flesh and blood, have just had a massive static shock.
You get a virus.
no,
Annoying viruses that do pop-ups.
You know what?
No. I want to imagine like Merlin just like plugs in his finger. You see like a big spark come out of the socket,
Oh.
and then Merlin just falls back.
He's dead.
Boom!
It just like stiffly falls onto his back.
You know what? Because of that one, yeah. He's just,
It's like, I'm sorry, buddy. It's like, why don't you just lie there for a moment? Maybe.
It appears that some
Russell.
internal systems have suffered some kind of the damage. Like it's like still like it's basically just kind of like he's just kind of like glitching at the moment.
I want to come up and help Merlin out. Merlin, get up.
Merlin,
Yeah,
can,
like-
Tell them
you know
about
what?
this hairy man.
Merlin, can you roll me a fortitude save?
Oh no!
What's gonna happen to you? He's gonna have brain damage? Oh my god!
Okay, that's an 11. Oh,
Okay, no, you're fine. You're a bit shaken, but you're just like, whew, that was a lot.
I still want to reach down and help him get picked up. So
Yeah,
come
you
on,
can just
Merlin.
let him up.
Perfect.
thank you,
Merlin,
Sobok.
ask them about this very hairy man. He looks very strong.
Do I recognize what a bear is?
You know what an uplifted bear is, yeah?
Uplifted bear. What the
Yeah,
hell is that?
yeah. Uplifted bears are a race that you can play as, and they're
I'm gonna
rad.
Google that shit.
Yeah, same.
They're
the hell
psychic
is that?
bears, and I love them.
Sidekick? What's
are
he
you
gonna do? You know?
So I look to Sobok
Well-
and I say to him, "Are you referring to the uplifted bear individual that is
Yeah, what?
standing to our right?"
That one with the sweet R96 6-chamber grenade launcher.
And the bear. So
I think it's still here,
every
stalking.
yeah, everyone else.
This is not a big shit.
No, everyone else just hears like a bear go. "Rrr." But you, Sobok, hear hello.
Ah!
That was meant to be Russian. That was not Russian.
Oh, it is me, bear.
No, it's speaking to you telepathically.
Oh, fuck.
They have limited telepathy, which is cool.
Am I even gonna be able to understand that? I'm like,
Yeah, you
oh,
just
it's just God. Oh.
no, comrade. It is me. He's just holding this huge bear paw out. He's just like,
That is some weapon, my friend. Boom. Like,
it's just like, it's like the handshake from Predator. It's like
yeah, that's the one. Let's go for. I didn't. Whoa.
two
I
burly
want to
dudes.
roll
Just like,
to see how much his strength is. Yeah, just get a little rough estimate. You know what I'm saying? Just give him a little bit of a squeeze. You know what I'm saying?
all right then. roll me strength.
Roll me strength. Don't move. +4. Okay, I'm ready for this. Go. I got 14 + 4, 18, baby.
Yeah, like this bear looks tough, but his handshake, at least at the moment, is kind of wimpy.
Oh, what the hell?
And he's just like, I swear I am not normally like this. He's got a +4 too, but I rolled a 5.
I was gonna just be like, yeah, nice. You know, there's some good guns you got there, bro. Tell me more about that grenade launcher. But now I'm thinking he's a little limp dick. I don't even know what's
He's
going
just
on.
limp. He's just
I
like,
can't, yeah, like he's a big furry guy, but I'm like, he's like, no arm muscles. Like, what the hell? I don't know what Sobok thinks about this. He obviously immediately disrespects this kid. He's like, this guy's lower than me now.
he's a little.
So he's he's like, so tell me where you got that weapon from. Is there like a store on board, or I need to get some more battery cells? Sobok needs more battery cells.
I'm sure you could buy equipment wherever you're headed.
Nothing on the ship?
Maybe if we ask the captain nicely enough, you can. We might find something for you.
Yeah, I'm looking for your standard issue 20-round cell battery. No, I'm just kidding. Sobok needs ammo for Sasha. She is running a little bit low after Rodent's stole his backup power cell.
Mince is just sat in the pilot seat.
I
Just,
have credits. Sobok has the credits, so you have the where. No, Sobok has the coins if you. No, wait. Fuck. I can't do that reference in this situation.
Sobok, you have brought up an excellent point. How has the inflation of credits changed over the past 100 years?
We're millionaires!
why do you ask that sort of question? I've not thought about that.
You just
Maybe
make
they're
it up.
diluted in currency.
You can just-
more common or dilute.
I mean,
I'm asking a random person. They can just go, I don't know.
yeah, true. So Jason looks at you and goes, "We haven't used credits yet, but you know, in the core world, I don't know. Never been there."
It's like, oh well, we can find out.
Very well. Shall we continue on to your ships? Yeah, sorry, I'll try again. How would you like to proceed in assisting us find our way back to the representative hub for the Starfinder Society?
You know, she's gonna look at these like newcomers, just go. You know what? When I was asked to come and investigate this
thing. I'd rather expected more aliens demanding, let me, like, take me to your leader and whatnot, but we can work with this. I will take you to a representative if we can find them.
Excellent. And sorry, sorry, I'm not doing very good today. Sorry, Merlin's brain's still a little bit fried.
Yeah, that drop, man, that drop. I can see a little dent in the back.
Oh,
It's like, shall we continue to your ship so we may speak to your captain?
She'll look to the others just to make sure before she, like, jumps the gun.
yeah.
Says,
Let's
yeah,
go.
let's go!
Go. Yeah, you guys. Yeah.
Take us to your strongest warrior.
Yeah.
Okay, closer. Closer.
Also, I am Sobok. What is your name?
I am Elf. That's
Elf?
what you can call me, yes.
That's me shaking your little baby hand. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, you guys make it back to.
Satchel on my back.
Yeah, you're just carrying this massive weapon on your back. So you are attached to that thing.
Attached? What are you saying? You're saying some sort of unhealthy relationship between me and my gun?
No. I mean.
Yeah. First you call me stupid, now you're trying to make comments
I'm
on
buying
my
it. Directly
sexual
saying.
activity? Huh?
I'm not saying. I mean, you did neglect someone that you had previously said you wanted to save, shove them in a box because you wanted your gun to have a seat on the drop pod.
Yeah, but that's because when things got tough, when things are calm, it's cool to help other people, especially when they, warriors and they fighting you with, like total, like, one-on-one kind of stuff. But he also scratched my armor, and I lost a lot of respect for him that day. So, yeah, like these gauntlets, they're not free. All right?
They're not free. Fair
No,
enough.
Unforgivable.
Fair
Yeah, so
enough.
watch out. The guy had like fucking 4 claws, and he decided to scratch my armor with one of them. So
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys make it back to, I guess, the mothership. And you are taken to the bridge of Hashida.
Whoa, Scott. All right, just to throw something into your role playing here, home dog. All right, if this thing is big enough just barely big enough for 3 humans and a giant bear, we're gonna have to like take turns, like that thing where there's like a lake in the middle and you have a chicken and an egg and a fox, and you have to take one over at a time. Because if he leaves me there with the bear, I'm gonna make an argument or arm wrestle him or something.
You have your own ship that can follow?
Oh yeah. We'll get mental on that. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you guys follow along shortly behind, and you're taken to the bridge. And yeah, it's safe to say that the bridge is crowded, but the captain of the Hashida is already expecting you. It's probably not too much to assume that there was some sort of video feed on at least one of the boarding party's suits.
Jesus, without consent? That's perverted.
It's also security.
Yeah, but like legally,
It's awful.
Say you're
like,
on CCTV when they open the door, so that they can't.
Sobok
didn't know he was being recorded.
I think it's more like a fucking body cam situation.
Yeah. Like it's not someone like, hey, you're on camera, smile. But yeah, it's just like a small body cam, just to. If shit does hit the
fucking
fan.
empty cribs, but for spaceships.
MTV ships. But yeah, you guys are taken to the bridge. And the captain that greets you is a Barathi. This big jellyfish-like creature that's
You had me at big. I was like, oh, I'm gonna arm wrestle this kid. Jellyfish?
Yeah.
There's no arm muscles on a jellyfish. Immediately -1 respect in Sobok's eyes.
Jesus. Let him finish the description, man.
Okay,
But yeah, they're big jellyfish-like creatures. They're sort of pink, kind of like brains at the top, and blue tentacles that just hang down. Just in the null gravity, they're sort of just flailing around a bit. But this guy's got it under control. He's not, giving it all this. But yeah, it looks at looks. He doesn't have any facial features to speak of. Greetings.
Look,
Greetings.
I've found friends. Sorry.
So I say greetings. I am the M.E.R.L.I.N prototype of the magically enhanced robotic learning and integration network, but you may know me as M.E.R.L.I.N, and I hold up my hand for a handshake.
He sort of
He will do this to every person that he meets.
raises a tentacle that you can shake.
Does it leave slime on his hand?
No, it's not a slimy thing. It's
Okay, I will also shake his hand.
yeah. Anyone who wants a handshake from the creepy
He has plenty of
space.
tentacles, right? So
Oh,
can
he
use every
does.
one.
He does. He could shake all of your hands at once. Does
Well, it's only
anyone else
respectful to-
wish to have a handshake?
Make Rodent have a handshake. Roll
He's-
for Rodent to do something awful.
No.
I roll.
Mince will handshake the Barathu
Rodent
boy.
got 15 at being awful. He probably ate some guy's money or something.
Not how that works.
How the game works.
No, well, Rodent doesn't deserve to get away scot-free, little asshole.
I mean, he kind of, given all the shit he's doing right now, he should get something.
Yeah, like a
He's,
bump on the head.
wow. Like that's how you know you've known someone for years, where you're just like, no, they deserve grievous bodily harm. Why? Because, But yeah, like this Barathu shakes all of your hands at once, and because it's got enough tentacles, it shakes a lot of people's hands that he's already met, just for the sake of going,
Just going.
I
to-
am friendly. But yeah,
It's like, hello, yes, hello.
hello.
It's like, hello again.
So yes, Merlin then responds saying, we were left stranded on a desert planet not far from our current location. We seek assistance to get back in contact with the Starfinder Society.
I have been made aware of your situation. And he turns to a couple people at a computer who look to have been, while all this has been going on, trying to figure things out for you guys. And a gnome stands up with a beard down to his belly button and eyebrows that look like they've used a whole tub of gel to just, like this thing has basically a V on their head that's just got a little gap between their eyes. And he's just like, I think you guys have had a bit of an adventure. Because from what I can tell, the planet you guys were on has been missing from this galaxy. He's waggling this finger like nobody's business. He's excited about this. The planet that you guys were on has been missing from the galaxy for about 1,000 years. It appears that whatever happened on the ship that you were on, while you were in the drift, has... I don't know, did you do something while you were on the planet?
Sobok doesn't steal planets.
That's
not what I was asking, but good to hear.
Whilst we were investigating our surroundings on such planets, we came across multiple sites of interest, such as our ship, and you mentioned that what was the name of the ship? Damn, what was the name of the ship again?
Your ship,
Don't move.
Yeah, our ship.
it is the Glorious Liability.
No. So, yeah, we asked our ship, codenamed the Glorious Liability. We also came in contact with a strange monolith type structure.
Cooley
Structure
steps up and goes,
that radiated some kind of magical interference.
Sobok gets tingles down his spine and shakes in front of everyone. Just a little bit though, like, ooh.
he was just
The
at the
elves
thought,
just side eyeing them. Like, as soon as the mention of a planet being missing came up, she'd just be like, and stuff.
yeah.
So yeah, Merlin just goes into detail about everything that they saw on the planet.
And again, more typing and just there's some probably shady stuff going on, hacking into your ship and getting information on the black box. So
Merlin has not been. Merlin is very like, not very. It's like, what's the best way to describe it? He's never been lied to, or at least he doesn't know that he's ever been lied to, and he doesn't understand lying.
yeah.
So he is completely trustworthy of every person that he has met so far.
Rodent isn't here, otherwise he'd take advantage of you guys.
But yeah, he looks at you and goes, from what I can tell, the planet that you evacuated onto, I believe, has been stuck in the drift. And in somehow, maybe it was from interacting with the monolith or whatever it was, has taken you out of the drift, returned the planet to its original space, and allowed you to escape. Which would explain why you fine people have been displaced 100 years and why we have a planet that was there once because we've got records of it. But we also have records of it just poof! Nothing. Gone. I hope that helps.
Unfortunately, that only raises even more questions as to how such a thing could have even occurred.
It does, yes.
Even more of a reason for us to gain in contact with the Starfinder Society, so I could report my findings.
Unfortunately, we have no real contact with the Starfinder Society here. We are trying to keep our contacts to a minimum, especially beyond a handful of light years, because there's a war on, you see. There's some rather not very nice lizards, no offense. I'm sure you're lovely, but there are others of your race who would like things to be how they were about 1,000 years ago when everyone was fighting and angry and it's awful. Lots of death. Lots of... I don't like it.
Are you talking about the hierarchy of my people?
Yes. So you are aware of the Vescarium, your empire that joined with the Pact World some time ago because fighting is bad. No one likes fighting and death and orphans.
Yeah. That's what we say to the politicians. But deep down inside, the best, the strongest is always going to be the coolest. So that's how we roll.
That's problematic because people that we don't like have very much that opinion, and they've decided that they're going to take some of the weaker planets in this part of the galaxy for their own. And yes, there are some Vesk who are against this, thankfully. Hopefully you don't mean that, because that would be very bad.
I'm gonna make eye contact with Merlin a little bit and see his facial expressions. which happens to be blank as the robots.
And
And then be
literally,
like-
there is nothing but two glowing white eyes.
He's like,
Literally nothing else.
But the weaker planets had resources, yes?
But they were under our protection. Your superiors.
Sobok needs some batteries. Do you have a armory nearby, please? But I wouldn't say please. Take the please out. That's not something which Sobok does.
So much like armory now.
Let's just rewind that. Do you have any batteries, perchance? Thank you.
Unfortunately, our supplies are extremely limited. We only have what we brought, and what people have brought on board with us. We can't, unfortunately, spare anything at the moment. I'm afraid. Maybe if you were to find someone on board who wanted to sell a battery, maybe, but unfortunately, we can't spare anything.
I do have one thing I can spare, but might not be relevant to your situation. But if I help you calm down,
Press tell me weed.
Pre-calm
Jesus
down.
Christ.
she's gonna walk up, reach into like a pouch on her belt, and just pull out this like plastic bottle that suspiciously looks a lot like a panda pop. And she'll hold it out, just like,
Pop.
do you?
Real life was a panda pop. And then in Sobok, what's a panda pop? Hold on.
Well, it's a drink. Yeah, it's a drink. It was really popular while I was growing up. I won a competition once, but that's beside the point. Do you want a panda pop? I think this one is it's cherryade.
Is that the?
Sobok,
I take it that's the captain.
Yes, that's a Barathu. They are
Okay,
weird looking.
okay, because that's a weird fucking panda.
No, that's a
No.
that's a panda pop from hell. But yeah,
Sobok says thank you, Elf. I will find someone else who happens to have battery packs. Thank you. Yes, but thank you for your generosity. And then he just leaves because I don't want to have to hang out with this weird stuff. And also all this planet bullshit. Like Sobok didn't take the planet, so what are they complaining about? The smart people bullshit. And also their king isn't even that strong. He's got little jellyfish arms. Sobok's gonna
And you just
walk
must
around.
do all this to yourself while you're walking over.
This was my brain. I was thinking about it.
okay, good. I just love the idea of Sobok as this huge lizard man just going.
The man, perhaps he whistles to himself in Asda. That's fucked up. Alright, keep going.
Okay.
I will just, can I like loiter around, like while you guys are doing important stuff?
Yeah.
I'm just looking around, trying to see if I can find some sort of underground gun sales people or whatever. Desperate people, perhaps. Maybe I'll find that bear. I'll be quiet until you already turn your back. Because he has a big gun, so he'll have maybe he'll know where I can get some battery packs.
Mm.
And if I am thirsty, I shall come back to you, Al.
Of course. I have a lifetime supply.
What? You have unlimited. What? What kind of character trait is that? I have a pocket I can whip anything out of. I would then whip out battery packs. So I, just keep
I will
shooting.
speak to you guys about this later
Motherfuckers.
because
Okay, well, what a waste of a special talent, but at least you won't go
it's
crazy.
it's something that I just because we were having a laugh, I was just like, yeah, that's a thing now. So if you
Right,
want
right.
something silly and innocuous, like it has no real in-game value beyond funny RP stuff. So if you want something like that, just come to me with whatever idea you've got because
So anyway,
that's
back-
funny.
Just back on the bridge. M.E.R.L.I.N is going to ask, if you are not able to contact the Starfinder Society, what is the next best way of reaching out to them? Is there perhaps a local planetary system that may be able to help us in our situation?
Given the circumstances and your astonishing discovery, I'm sure we could possibly make arrangements and wave aside the rules. I will get in touch with anyone I can and I will see what I can do. Until then, make yourselves at home. There is not much room, but I'm sure you will make do.
Excellent. Your assistance is greatly appreciated.
Like I say, you may have made an incredible discovery and done a massive service to the galaxy. Elf, would you mind watching over these fine individuals?
Whoa, choice of words, home dog. Individuals.
I can't call
I mean,
you
you're gonna shut
people
up, call us
because you're not
scumbags
people.
right there.
I mean,
I can certainly look after them. I mean, watch them. Yes. I'll make sure that they don't stick
In
their
the-
fingers
in the-
into any interfaces and you know
I
how it
believe
is.
that was partly on you.
But me? No. No.
Nah.
No, definitely not.
I turn to Alva and say, "Excellent. In the meantime, whilst we wait for assistance to come from the Starfinder Society to reach us, perhaps you can answer some questions that I have about the past century that we have missed."
I can certainly try. It's quite a long time to cover.
My first question: what is Panda Pop?
Oh goodness. Back on another planet. I was mostly dealing with humans then. As part of a research project. There were these interesting little, competitions that go out when you win these interesting prizes. This is a carbonated beverage, and she reaches into the pouch and pulls out another one, and she looks at it and then kind of turns her nose slightly, just like, oh, I don't like that one though. But
It's Dandelion and Burdock.
it's a small.
Which is a shame because I really love Dandelion and Burdock, but I know a lot of people don't. So it's just funny to go, yeah, that's what that is.
Yeah. It's just a small carbonated beverage.
Whoa. I would like to have done my rounds. I want to come back for this conversation. I'm kind of sad that I left the room.
Okay, so just
pretend that you guys are talking about planets for quite a while, and then I can come back and be like, I haven't found anything.
so for just for a few minutes to cut away to what Sobok's been doing, the bear walks up to you and goes, "You want ammo?"
Do you have ammo to spare? I'm looking for.
He walks over to a table, and regardless of what anyone else is doing on that table, just sweeps everything off with one massive arm, and just puts his elbow
respect.
down. Just
Oh, yeah, baby.
That's
I
just
would
like
like to. I pick
it's a
up on
guy
the challenge.
rematch.
Eating lunch just goes, oh.
Yeah.
It's like his jam is on the floor. And it's,
Someone had
I
a
should know.
huge. Someone was playing crokinole.
What the hell's crocodile? I don't care.
Google it. It's fun.
I'm trying to arm wrestle.
But yeah, he just puts his arm down on this table.
A disc flicking board game. All right.
This time for real. So roll me strength.
Shrine. Don't move.
Are you arm wrestling for ammo?
Well, I'm just arm wrestling to find out where the ammo is. I can afford the ammo. I got 15 plus 4, baby, so this guy's got no fucking chance.
Yep. It's just there's a little bit of resistance to begin with, but then boom. And the bear
I give him
sighs.
like not a high five, maybe give him a big ass hug, because I'm just what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We just homies now, totally.
Look at these bros.
A little bear hug.
My name is Dimitri. It is a pleasure.
Oh, Sobok, You better tell me what Emma is, though, because that's
He
what I said down.
reaches into quite a large sort of bag on his side and pulls out a battery and just hands it to you.
I don't know how much money I have, but I'll pass over 100 credits. Fuck it, this guy deserves it.
I think that's all the money you've got.
That's all the
It
money
might be.
you have.
I didn't do that. I just grabbed a handful in my pocket. I was in the mood. I was, in the fling. Like, we just kept bonding. It's like, fuck yeah, here you go, man.
No,
Get my little finger, man.
I do not need it. You have bested me, and you seem mostly noble intentioned. So
Someone cries in the corner. That's the simplest thing you've ever said. Someone gives him a manly nod, right? The kind of nod that's like this.
two dude bros just dude broing it
Yeah.
up.
And then, like, I clap him on the hand, and I ask him about his grenade launcher. I ask him if he also calls it by a woman's name and if he also sleeps with it. But I won't bring up that last part until I've decided, like, what the name that he calls it is. If he just calls it a weapon, then I know he doesn't care about it.
I never thought
Also,
about that.
how many packs of ammo is in this little box per chance? I'm adding it to my little to-do list.
What? I think one battery's
You're gonna give it,
20.
like, one.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Scott.
No!
Oh
I can't find out how much ammo I need.
What?
Fuck.
no! It was just one battery, I think.
That's good enough.
Oh.
That's like
My-
6 rounds.
Hello?
I'll add it to my collection.
Oh, there we go. He's back.
There we go.
That
Yeah,
was
I'm happy
odd.
with- I'm happy with one battery.
Okay.
Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Brad.
Just on my end, I didn't go anywhere. Yeah, his name's
Oh,
Dimitri.
okay, perfect.
I
Come on, man, that's
I
not good.
think it's just games like Iron Harvest where it's just like, yep, all bears with guns are Russian now.
That's true. I'm with that as well.
But yeah, you've been given a battery by a very, very kind, very large brown bear that can talk telepathically because space magic. And you return to the conversation just in time to hear Elf talk about Panda Pops and why Dandelion and Burdock is actually great, but no one likes it.
Do you
Anyone
hand Merlin a panda pop, by the way?
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I will take one too.
Another. Okay. There you go.
I-
She just reaches in and pulls out another one.
I'm noticing how many she's pulling out of that pocket. And I'm thinking like, I see you come prepared. Sobok comes prepared. I have 3 flashlights. And then I just take out my little bag and I show her my 3 separate flashlights. One's all sticky though, because Rowan keeps putting duct tape on it. So I'll let her hold that one, but I'll take the other 2 and be like, yeah.
She'll just take it, squint, and just go. It's good you have a torch for every occasion then.
Yes. You need to
See,
be
you're
prepared.
resourceful.
I agree. With me and Sasha, we can get anything done. And I appreciate that you are also prepared. What
I tried.
flavor is this one?
What flavor is it? Scott, you're in control.
I
I took the first one.
shit. I'm gonna have to make like a table for all the flavors, aren't I?
Yeah, just
Um,
is it
You can
just-
make it up.
I
It can
found,
be
I found
like-
an image. It's orangeade.
orangeade? Interesting.
Which is the one? What flavor is the one that you gave Merlin?
You
Um,
got the dandelion one, homie.
Yeah.
That would have been Dandelion and Burdock, and then I think actually no, I think the first one that was given to Sobok was like, I think that was Cherryade. It's like the first one she
Coach
offered
rejected
then.
that one, so that means
Okay.
if I had dandelion. I hate
Yes.
dandelion. Fuck.
I'm sorry. Here's another one. It's
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
I don't like them either.
Oh, thank you.
God, that must be terrifying. Have that giant muscular business that's like, I hate that.
There's also in
Simple, like,
I like to think that this conversation's just happening, and just in the background, someone hears you talking about dandelions, and there's a Raxolite that's like, little flower person who's like,
I'll pass the
Oh, no.
I'll pass the rest of the dandelion flavor to Coolio. He can fucking drink that.
Coolio. I didn't know that's his. He's just like this thing's as big as his head. He's just like, oh,
I'm breaking
don't give
character
that.
by doing a really cool credit flip, right? This is my plan. I want to flick a coin, flick 1 credit to Elf as like payment for my drink.
I mean,
Ooh.
credits are
Do I have to
digital,
roll
but
to flick it really cool, or can I just flick it really cool and say that
Do I have to do anything to catch it?
Yeah, see how cool are we gonna go here?
fuck it, why not? Both of you make
Gatorade or whatever.
What are we rolling?
Strength, 'cause I flicked it hard.
Just standard decks. Why not?
Okay. So that's.
Uh-oh, I don't have a lot of pluses in the deck.
Oh no, 8.
Wait. 12. I got 13, so don't worry. At least I flicked it okay.
Yeah.
How cool did I flick it, Scott? Show me how cool I
Yeah, like you just take just something out of your pocket. It's like, and it flips through the air quite gracefully, actually.
Oh, beautiful. That's what I wanted, man.
And Elf is just like, and it just flicks off your head. It's like, yep, that was unexpected.
Turn on Sobok.
Just so like.
I don't know if he's gonna apologize because that was so fucking cool. So I thought she wasn't cool enough to catch it. So I'm just like, do I apologize? I mean, my lizard brain says I should say sorry, but I'm like, I don't think so actually. I think
She was
deserved
just so distracted, it just beamed her up between the eyes.
But yeah,
Sobok, are you okay?
I am okay. Still
Yeah.
alive, still thinking, I hope.
you're functioning.
Merlin stands there staring at the drink, reading the list of ingredients since he cannot consume it.
Oh, oh.
I
Oh.
was thinking I was judging it like, oh, 20% sugar? Oh. But then I was like, oh yeah, I didn't have a mouth.
Oh yeah, I'm a robot.
Wait, has he got dandelion flavor? No, dandelion flavors and Coolio's got that.
Yeah.
I'll drink that for you, Merlin. Don't worry. Sobok had you covered. Flick another coin, alright? It's too dangerous. I'm
Oh
just
my god.
Yeah.
So are you
Okay.
taking a coin at Merlin?
No.
Please don't. But yeah, you guys shoot the ship for a bit. Is there anything you guys would like to do on the ship?
It's just Merlin's mainly going to be asking questions just so he can, catch up. So he
Yeah.
can catch up on the past 100 years that has passed.
Yeah. You
I will.
I don't
John.
know how much. I don't know. This is like asking someone, "Hey, been the world history for the past? What's been the world history for the past 50 years?" And,
yeah.
yeah,
It's
I
true.
don't know how much information I'm able to get from just Elf, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's what Merlin's doing.
How much information can I reasonably dump?
Roughly how old is Elf?
I was gonna put her at around 120.
Okay, so yeah, like you've experienced a good amount of the last 100 years with some degree of memory.
Yeah.
And there is a file in the Google Drive with just stuff on the last 100 years. So you can just any information you need. That should be there. I've taken stuff out, but everything that's in there, you would know and be able to relay to M.E.R.L.I.N to just go, yep, here's everything that happened.
And
That's
here it is.
Of note.
Here's the tale so far.
Here's all the horrific shit you missed because, yeah, the galaxy's a mess right now.
So you're telling me that the Vesk uprised and started attacking some of the other colonies that they were in agreement with?
Yeah.
Mm,
So they broke the agreement?
Yeah, they just
That
went.
goes against the honor code. Vesk wouldn't normally do that. Vesk live by the code, die by the code. The warrior's code.
seems
I
like
learned
these
that
ones.
The
from
bro
the
code.
Academy.
Vest
Yeah,
just
bro,
live
yeah,
by
go.
bro code.
It also appears that I have now become an outdated model.
But you look just like new.
100-year time jumps can do that to someone.
Well, if you do not understand, Merlin, Merlin healed Coolio. I saw Coolio flat as like little pancake that got squished, and so Merlin is the first robot I've ever seen, the first pleasure model bot that can use magic. That's why we've kept him alive.
I've stated multiple times that I am not a pleasure model bot. I do not have
It's a
such.
pleasure to look at you.
I do not have such equipment to provide
have
such
a
pleasure to anyone.
Well, I spilled beans. I don't know if that's important or not.
Well, that is quite a talent for one of your kind. It's like looking back at like an old computer that's still like in pristine condition.
Yeah.
Going like, oh, what, you only have like a few megabytes on you? Wow, that's a lot of space.
See, it seems like yes, I am able to access. I am able to use such abilities. I am able to use the abilities I was previously not being able to access from, not able to be used by such beings of my stature. And I use telekinetic projectile to send a small whatever, maybe like a screw or like something in a small object on the ground, like up into the air.
Ooh,
I do a magic.
It's just like, whoa.
a magic wielding robot.
Yeah. Hence Merlin. Which,
Ooh.
God, that pun's great. I love it. But yeah, you guys shoot the ship for a bit. So if there's nothing else that you guys want to do on the ship.
I would also like to just confirm that we can't contact. Don't move, Starfinder Society, because I need another contract. At the moment, like I feel like we're homeless. I don't know if Merlin has this grand scheme he's supposed to be filling out, but I'm a mercenary, dude. I gotta have a contract so I could squish these bugs, make some money, help these people, make some money. At the moment, I have nothing. So I know that you guys talked about not having comms at the moment, but I don't know, like, when can we get comms? I kind of like to be able to use my phone again.
So,
Video games.
so you guys have now spent a few days on this ship. When once again the captain contacts you, asking you to meet on the bridge. So when you guys are just like, okay, cool, this is hopefully some progress. And when he meets all, well, 5 of you, he looks at you and goes, I have got in contact with the Starfinder Society. It appears you have all done great things with your time, and it is only proper that you are rewarded for such. So you will travel back to Terra and receive these awards.
Well, that goes without saying.
Very.
The elf gives a small like cheer and is just like, well done.
We single-handedly started the end of the world or something when we touched that fucking thing.
You are also to be awarded. Looks directly at you.
I believe it's Elf we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, wait, why me? I've not done anything apart from bringing these fine people.
Just as the GM, I don't know. Like these guys discovered, technically rediscovered a planet. It's up to you what you did. Like, I'm not going to go, yeah, you did this, but also, I guess this is a refugee ship. You might have saved a ton of lives.
I mean, you fed a couple refugees, you gave us soda pop, and we were basically refugees.
But yeah, you guys are you give them the good news. You've not only are you going to be able to communicate with the Starfinder Society, you're also, you know, being given some huge awards, which is cool. So you are free to leave whenever you wish.
Where's this?
Which is really excellent news to hear. We are gracious of your hospitality and thank you for your aid.
Sobok agrees.
M.E.R.L.I.N holds out his hand again.
Yeah, go for a handshake, baby. Everyone
Again, like a dozen or so hands. Well, tentacles.
just grabs the hand.
Bless. What a friendly guy.
What a friendly eldritch horror. Okay, he's literally just a jellyfish, not an eldritch horror, but there's a spookier version, which, yeah, nope.
Well, that picture wasn't what I had in my head. I had a normal jellyfish that was nice. And then I saw a picture now.
Yeah, same.
It's like, oh no, that's...
It's on the brink of eldritch horror.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yes, so has our ship been worked on at all while we were here?
No. They've been massively busy with their own stuff. Like you've probably been refueled.
Do we know if our ship is able to get us to Terra?
Yeah. Like, someone would have probably the gnome that's way too enthusiastic would probably have stopped you at some point and gone, you guys have a ship that has a drift engine in it, and it's capable of producing its own gravity through thrust, because the ship you run can't do that. So, yeah. Like, this guy is hyped that you've got this... It's an old ship, but because it's old, it predates a lot of laws that say only certain ships can traverse the drift on their own. Normally, if you want to do that and go from star to star, you'd have to join onto another ship or go by basically space train.
I thought of something that I think is ingenious, but it's not. I don't know if it's appropriate.
Yeah,
I would
shoot.
like to somehow get a soda pop from Elf
Mm-hmm.
and put it inside Rodent's inventory, so that when he next plays, he's got a random soda pop right there. He has no context behind what happened.
Okay, I will...
But write that into the rules somewhere.
Mark it down as lemonade as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just... In fact, you can just drop a message into the...
In the future, is Panda Pop kind of like a Bertie Bott's every flavored bean type of situation?
No, it's
Give
give me a second.
Flavors for so many things.
It's actually a real thing.
I mean, yeah, it's a real thing.
A real,
Yeah, no, so
real
in the
thing.
Yeah,
It's like in the future when they have like so many different flavors.
I imagine they probably would.
Situation.
You know what? By next session, I'm going to have a D100 shot for the flavours.
Ooh,
I'll
Nice.
just have
nice.
a D100 shot for the flavours.
So,
But
as we're told that, M.E.R.L.I.N turns to Elf and said, "If you would like, we can provide you transportation back to Terra, since we are heading the same way."
You know what? That's. Excuse me.
That's in character.
That would be great, actually. Yes, no, I'll take you up on that offer. You seem quite alright. We've had no issues for the last couple of days, and I hope no more turn up. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you guys are a good luck charm. So,
I mean,
I'll join you. It saves trying to hitch a ride onto anything else.
Sobok can show you around. I feel like I've been to Terra in a previous life somehow.
Kulu just looks up at you after you've said that they seem like a good luck charm. They killed me!
What?
He killed himself.
They stuffed me into a box and they just let me die. I mean, M.E.R.L.I.N's cool. And I guess so's Min's, but
Sobok's cool. I could have killed him.
You
I had him by the
did.
throat.
You
No,
did.
no, gravity killed him. Gravity killed him. I almost strangled him. Remember, if the other guys had their way, they would have shot him. Alright?
That's true.
Sobok doesn't understand.
Kulu.
that he
My
loves
name
creatures.
is Kulu.
Sobok saved you because of your inner warrior strength. Please, don't waste your opportunity.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Oh wow. Okay.
I don't
I
know how to
mean-
simulate rolling a barrel of my fucking barrel
I-
gun, so I was just like, not shotgun.
I was going to say I'll stay here, but now I'm really sure I'll stay here.
Julio was part of gang. Are you sure you don't want to come with us?
Definitely. You fucking go anywhere. Please leave.
Wow.
This is quite sad, actually.
Well,
Sobok,
it's
Sobok
unfortunate.
Kulu, family.
It is a shame to see you leave, Kulu, but I understand if you wish to stay.
But Kulu, we killed the rest of your family. Surely you wanna join us?
Thanks for reminding me.
It was a mistake. Classic mistake.
Also, I will say you didn't do it. Like a weird space accident did. So don't beat yourselves up on that. That's
I want to bend down. I want to like get on my knees, or like get on knee level, like get crouch down, look him right in the eyes, and say, "Coolio, we are family."
he leans in and just like, fuck you.
Sobok turns around,
Wow.
stands up, turns around, and hope that no one notices that a single tear comes out. Of his eye.
Can I roll perception on that?
Go ahead.
Merlin looks at you and says, Sobok, it looks at you, it's like, Sobok, you appear to be leaking.
It's them onion ninjas, man.
Oh.
Get
Oh,
some
no.
space, Elgie. I'm allergic.
I got 22.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
She saw through my tears. She saw into my brain.
Yeah, you definitely get the vibe that something between these two is just like, you know.
So something's broken down.
You get the feeling that it's not entire, at least, you know, from Kulu's side of things. He definitely isn't a fan of Sobok, but, you know, this it's still not like, you know. There's-
Huh. It's like seems like a can of worms or a can of space bugs were opened up there.
Space
bugs.
bugs.
Elf.
I was joking.
Oof.
Oh, what have I done?
Ooh.
Sasha, as close as I can to myself, and I'll just leave the ship.
You just go back
I
for
want to
shit.
walk away from Coolio. And I don't want to show any other emotions.
I don't know. As you like, as the rest, like after a while, after you've said your goodbyes, as the rest of you walk back to the ship, every now and again you hear some poor unfortunate soul just go, "Did you see that Vesk crying? I didn't know they had tear ducts."
Again, Merlin's gonna say, Sobok, you are still leaking. You may want to check your peripherals to ensure that there is no debris inside of them.
Merlin, Elf called me space bugs.
I did not call you a space bug. I said this.
She
I
can
s-
take another ship.
I'm sorry. Accept my apology, but also accept my explanation. I said the situation was unfolding like opening a can of space bugs. I did not call you a space bug, friend. You look nothing like a space bug. You're strong. You're strong.
That is true, Elf.
You're determined. Do you have Sasha?
Ah, you've seen Sasha? She is my favorite.
I think everyone has
Have
now
you
seen.
seen Have you seen that Sasha can actually shoot about 6,000 rounds a minute? Chance.
Oh,
And now with
no.
my new battery pack, I've got 20 rounds of charge. Sasha can fire 1,000 rounds in 6 minutes.
Wow, that must have been. That must be cutting edge technology.
Listen to me. I put my hand on your finger. And I put you down here.
So it's like,
Never
Yes.
trust anything with more than 4 arms. I mean 2 arms. Oops.
she'll look down at her own arms for just a second, then look back up and just go, you know what? I agree. It's wise advice.
Let us be gone.
I love this just character dynamic between you two. It's like
Right, perhaps you might want to, you know, at some point extend a little bit of an, you know, not apology. You don't seem the sort to say sorry, but you know, try not to let your friendship go to ruin. Friendships are hard to come by.
You had me at Sobok strong, Sobok determined, Sobok got Sasha. What? How we just go, okay? Like I'm ready to roll.
Okay, never mind.
oh fucking hell.
All right, let's roll. Good job.
Okay, yeah. You guys get back to your ship. It's fully refueled. And you guys set off for Terra, a planet that at least possibly, at the very least, I think Elf has never been to. But yeah, you guys make your way. I mean, I'm up to you.
I don't think I have. 'Cause I was hanging out on Vest Planet, but I feel like I've been there in another life.
I mean, you've probably been to the system, but
I
you
think
know.
I vaguely recall perhaps a citadel of some kind.
Yes.
Oh wow. Yeah, I just thought of that. This must be from like a past experience, perhaps.
Fuck. There's gonna be a lot of that in this. And I feel sorry for Amber, of course, because, you know, there's a lot of
stop
stuff
making-
from Roan's
listen.
campaign.
M.E.R.L.I.N, stop making references that Amber can't understand, right? Keep it to things like kind of parts.
I mean, it's all
No.
on YouTube.
Crying, okay? And she hasn't even seen Sasha in action yet, so don't bring up Sasha. You're just gonna
Don't
wait.
bring
She
up
doesn't understand
Sasha.
yet, right? Alright, is everyone on the same page? Alright. Please.
For fuck's sake, Ben. You chaotic motherfucker. But yeah.
M.E.R.L.I.N provides the coordinates to the research station that he was built from.
Okay.
Because that was also on Terra, right?
Yeah, you would have probably been made on Terra, so you're very familiar with it. But yeah, you make your way to Terra. But mostly you, especially as you come into the system, normally the first thing you'd pass was a space station of massive size that is called by many just the Citadel, or by some who, especially like elves, dwarves, the races that live for centuries, they call it the New Citadel. Because the old Citadel is on Terra. That's the original, the good one. This is a newfangled space station that's got gravity and shit. It's weird. Don't like it. But yeah, that normally is on the outskirts of the system. So it would be normally where you go to other, go out to the rest of the galaxy. But as you approach Terra, that is where you are hailed to land. You get a message saying, this is Citadel Control. We have been waiting for your arrival. You are cleared to land when ready.
and we do so.
Cool. So yeah, you guys land. Unfortunately, even though you're kind of some level VIPs, you guys do have quite a low level landing platform. So when you land, it is quite grim. It's all dusty. It's where a lot of the people who maybe can't afford the nice landing platforms would go. But you are greeted at the landing platform by a human woman in quite a nice outfit. It's very formal. It's sort of a police uniform, but very much just the uniform you'd use if you were meeting someone of relatively high importance. And she greets you all. She's like, yeah, she returns the little. But
Do I have any data on this person?
so you do not have any data on this person, and all of you, as you look at her, she is unusual to look at. She's sort of albino, white hair, and one red eye, but the other eye is a soft sort of oak brown. There's an aura about her that makes you a little bit uncomfortable. Can anyone who wants to? I'll call it let's call it a culture check. Elf, you can roll normally, but the rest of you roll at -5.
Ooh.
Just because you guys have been now caught up on the last 100 years, but you won't have maybe experienced it or seen any of it.
19.
Is there any pluses to culture in my skills check?
If you've got them.
But I'm not seeing the whole. Oh, it's literally called culture.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Don't worry. I got 10.
Okay.
Is that also minus the 5? Then?
Yes. Yeah.
No, I'm saying to Ben. Is that also -5?
Okay.
Yeah, that's -5.
Okay.
It was just a natural high roll, which is great.
Yeah. I got an 11.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You two don't really understand what this is, but Alf, you look at this woman and you've never seen one in person, but colloquially, this is a ghost. This is sort of after androids were made official citizens and had more rights. There were organizations that were like, we need to find something else to exploit because that's what a lot of sentient races do, and they created artificial human bodies that were implanted magically with souls. So these are flesh and blood people that are raised often as warriors, as soldiers, as just easy, hired guns oftentimes. And they're often expensive because these are not easy to train. They are the ones that are successful have accelerated aging, so that by the time they're about 5 years old, they are physically at the stage where they look about 18, 19. So they're able to fight competently even though they're only a few years old and they've had all the training to do so. Because these ghosts only live 25 years on their own. So they can, the ones that are successful, again, can spend the next 20 years fighting and doing what they were designed for. Because they were, at the end of the day, designed and effectively programmed like robots. But the woman in front of you, judging by the brown eye, was not successful. this is a reject that oftentimes rejects would just be tossed aside. Like, if you imagine Spartan babies, they would just be, it's like you're a failure, you're not fit to exist. But
Yeah.
for whatever reason, this one, they look about 22, 23. But the failures, they do age normally. So this one, you imagine, only has a couple years left to live because they've aged normally. They do have some of the enhancements that come with their body, but this is someone who has lived almost as long as they probably will, and you can all see that in their face. This is someone they're dead behind the eyes, basically. Like they might smile and greet you and say they're happy to meet you and it's a pleasure to meet you, but they don't feel much of it, even if they want to.
I think the elf's gonna look a little bit sad and like quietly explain bits and pieces, like what she is and that she's, getting on a little bit.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys are escorted to quite a plush room. Like you guys have got quite a nice, sizable apartment on one of the top levels of the Citadel, and it's a nice place. It's all the amenities that you could want in basically. Go on.
As soon as we get in there, Sobok wants to rush ahead, and he wants to make sure that he gets all the chocolates off the pillows, if there's any chocolates on the pillows.
yeah, go on then. There's chocolates on the pillows.
Perfect. I've taken them from all the rooms.
All of them.
All of them.
That's so
And then I've
mean.
chosen one with the biggest bed. And I've put stuff on there. I tucked it in, and then I'll help moving the furniture. If anyone needs
Yeah.
bags or anything.
But yeah, you.
So we get to the rooms. I turn around to the person browser. It's like, when will we be contacted by any higher up from the Starfinder Society?
Tomorrow morning, I will meet you again, and we will all be going to the award ceremony. So I'll see you then. From what I hear, you've all had a time of it. So I'll see you tomorrow.
It has been a rather peculiar turn of events.
So I hear.
I have another question. This person that's I don't know, that happens to be a soul inside of a minus corpse kind of. Are they pale perchance? Because I was going to comment on that.
Yes, yeah, they are pasty as fuck.
All right. Perfect. Merlin, that human looked a little bit shite. I can't remember the word.
I think I'm talking about that human looks shit. Don't like it.
No, even for human standard, I think that that guide was a bit pasty, I think. Do you think she was sick? Should we wash our hands?
Well, as was mentioned to us by Elf, it appears that it is someone that it was someone that has gradually extended their life through an unsuccessful extension process.
It's like they are souls that were basically designed and engineered, programs put into these bodies, and yeah, it's quite sad.
When the body is weak and frail.
I mean, it's not weak and frail. Like, this is definitely still someone who could go toe to toe with even you, Sobok, in a fight. It's just they don't have long left.
There's on that. There's no moose scores on a faded, unsunlit person. I think in my head I have basically some sort of starvation person. Obviously that's not. Alright, I'll be quiet then. But I saw comments on the fact that it looked pasty, maybe.
I mean, yeah, sure. But yeah. She leaves you and probably can hear some of this. And just, probably used to it as well. It's like, pasty
And then
woman.
I wanna dish out the chocolates as if I bought them from like the shop. Hey guys, you got you want
Some
to
duty freeze.
for you, Elf.
Oh, thank you. That's
Yeah,
so
Merlin,
nice.
I'll eat yours. Don't worry. I'll give one. I'm not gonna give one to Rodent though. If he's here, I'll just do this when he's not in the room.
Wow.
Elf, you can have rodents.
Okay.
She's not even gonna question.
Add 2 chocolates to your thing. I've already gobbled 1, so I only have 1 left.
But yeah, you guys been down for the night, and it's a plush hotel room. It's lovely. And in the morning, once again, you are greeted by this woman, who greets you again and escorts you. And the citadel it's especially on these upper levels, it is beautiful. There's some sort of artificial sky that it can rain, but oftentimes it's just left nice because a lot of people are here from Terra and are used to rain. However, for those who come from desert planets where it might not rain, where rain is a luxury or something that they might enjoy, you can pay to basically be rained on all day. It's your own personal rain cloud if you want to.
God, the future is now, huh? Sobok bursts into laughter on this tour, and he then pulls up beside Merlin and he says, Sobok has a great plan. When we get our awards, Sobok will trip rodents. Hilarious.
Wow.
That's it. He keeps going.
Yeah.
I do not think it's ideal to have a prank during a large award ceremony.
But Muntz took Sasha's ammo. So Muntz
I have-
deserves...
There have been records of those in the past that have gone up on stage and have committed some sort of pranks in the past that have ruined their reputation.
Yes, Muntz does not deserve to have a good reputation.
It was more the reputation of the person that did the prank more than the person that got pranked.
Ah, don't get caught. I understand,
It's the
Merlin.
golden rule.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys are continue along this beautiful concourse, and partway through, you are stopped by a man who just has this chemical stink about him. He's dressed in a black robe. He has no eyes. They appear to be sun shut. And the woman that's guiding you instinctively reaches for a pistol.
Yeah, even with shut
Oh.
eyes, even Sobok's like, ugh, whoa.
What the hell is that? What are we
Did I leave
looking
Sasha
at?
in the hotel room?
You tucked her
Did I
in.
leave Sasha in the hotel room? Scott?
Yes.
Scott?
Yes, you did.
Okay, I reach back for Sasha just in case
It's
I
like-
put my hand on her and she's not there. And then Sobok freaks out. Like in his brain, he's like, oh fuck. And he's like,
Yeah.
and
And,
he stands
you
there
know.
and he's like, oh shit, I'm gonna have to fucking, okay, watch out.
Yeah. The individual in front of you is just stood there with his arms wide. And your guide just goes, stop what you're doing. This doesn't have to go the way I think it's going. And at that time, 5 sort of police robots also join in, just raising their guns to this guy. Just this, dude with a sun-shut eyes. This is weird and shady. He takes another step forward. There's several clicks around you as safeties get turned off. But this man is unfazed.
Sobok flicks a coin, 1 credit in his direction. Will this be enough to suffice?
He
Quite so.
1 second.
Down how many credits you're wasting.
Yeah.
I'm not writing it down. Keep rolling on that. Let me see.
How about everyone roll
So
me
it's 2 credits
perception?
because the band didn't take my money.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Everyone give me perception rolls.
Okay.
21.
Ooh.
Actually, wait. Yeah.
Let's see. I got a 16.
Okay. Yeah. So, what did you roll, Sobok?
Wait, perception, you say?
Yeah.
I am not seeing any bonuses in that because I think I might be damaged, so I will just roll normal. 17.
Okay.
Whoa! I think, dude, I don't know about this website. I'm on rolldie.net. Everything's been above 10. This is
So-
a dodge.
So, from highest to lowest, Alf, you spot that
I see all.
this guy's left hand is held a bit like this. The rest of you, and you somehow notice that the fingerprints aren't there. They appear to just. This is some sort of cybernetic. What it does, you don't know. The other two, Sobok, you do notice that it's a bit odd that he's holding his hand out like this, and M.E.R.L.I.N, you also notice, this is odd. But before you can really sort of start to pick up on anything else, he looks up to the sky. The Devourer witnesses me! And with a flick of his fingers, he immolates himself.
Oh.
Before anything can happen, before anything can be done to stop this, he's engulfed in flames. He drops to his knees. He doesn't scream. He doesn't even flinch. And suddenly it makes sense that, this chemical that you smelled was some sort of propellant. And he is cybernetic with some sort of charge or detonator that he had hidden. And he's,
It appears that his cybernetic has malfunctioned.
I wonder. No. He was holding something.
Who is this devourer that he speaks of? He's saying.
So you'd all know that the Devourer is a entity of sorts. To call it a god wouldn't be quite accurate, but the cult of the Devourer is a somewhat known religion within. A lot of people don't like to acknowledge that it exists, but they are often quite extremist and a bit doolally. But yeah,
What is it that they believe exactly?
they just believe that sooner or later that this entity, often depicted as just a black hole, will devour everything in the universe. And that anything that you can do to bring about that sooner, or to spread his name, will see you rewarded. And some people just believe that to die with the devourer in your mind is a good thing. They are essentially just a death cult.
Okay.
Do not be afraid. Humans have always been weak and strange creatures. But the Devourer seems a bit strange.
Wonder what it was. It's like you haven't had any, say, protests lately, have you?
All the
What's going
time.
on here?
All the time, but that's new. That's different. We should be getting going. Yeah. You're all a little bit like, oh, that was weird. That's unpleasant.
So Merlin just thinks it was a malfunction. He doesn't understand he did it on purpose.
No, yeah, you're just like,
That's a weird malfunction that happened.
like you've seen cult-like activity, but you're still sort of like, okay, that probably wasn't meant to happen. But yeah, you guys continue on, and as you approach this massive hall, and it's mostly empty. You'd all know that anytime awards are given out, there's normally quite a large gathering of people to witness it. But today, especially over the last few years, with everything that's going on, it is a closed off event. So anyone who you guys think would arrive to see something like that, pertaining to your character, if there is anyone, might have arrived because there's magic that goes, hey, this person is getting a cool award. Maybe show up and be nice. Say hi to them.
Sent out so there's basically saying they sent out RSVPs to any of our family members.
Yeah, family, friends. I imagine for you, Merlin, your creator, maybe whether they show up or not.
Like the only people that Merlin would contact were the people that just made Merlin.
Yeah, so they're like, oh my god, he's back. But yeah, you are all gathered into this massive hall.
Do you guys have any relatives or friends that might have shown up?
No.
None of the Vesco have come to my thing. They're all dead. All the ones that I knew.
Okay. that's sad.
Hey, I guess it's just my creative.
But Sobok's a little bit shook by that strange young man, or whatever age he was, that did that thing. Especially by what he said. And Sobok's thinking, he has no idea if this is true or not, but he's thinking, if that guy killed himself, sounds like pretty serious business, right? And I mean, no warrior would kill himself. That's how you know it's serious business. And then if that's at all linked to that thing that we saw in the tomb thing, that he would then generally be worried about this thing. But he's not sure if that's the case or not, and he hasn't spoken to anyone about it. He's going to try and speak to Merlin about it. But I don't know if he wants to bring it up as if it's a sign of weakness that he's scared. So he's just going to sit there and just worry.
He's just like,
quiet.
He's gonna bottle up those feelings and push.
Yeah.
Down there, man.
Good advice.
My mom didn't give me that hug that when I needed one. Fuck that.
Good advice. Solid. Just that's such a good idea. I can say that from experience.
Just repress.
Then I think of the tripping that I'm going to be doing soon, and I laugh to myself again. He won't see it coming, that little word.
But yeah, you are all.
Is Vince with us?
Yeah, Mince would have joined
He's getting
you.
an award as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
Everyone's getting an award.
Everyone
Except for
gets
that
one.
dead guy, the dead body on the ship. That's not getting an award. He's just...
No. That's
Even
still
if
better.
Didn't
That would
he
be pretty
find the
fucking
planet?
weird.
Yeah, didn't he find so post whatever it's word? The word is post monstrally. He could get an award.
I guess he would have died long
Post mortem? No.
posthumously.
What's the
you're
one we
thinking
drop
of.
a grenade in Call of Duty? That's what I'm trying to say.
No, that's what?
Martyrdom.
Yeah, no, that's not what that is.
What the hell? Okay, I'm quiet. Sobok is struggling with these big words.
It's okay, not everyone's good at big words.
Yes. Thank you, Al.
It's like you might not be good at big words, but you do have
Big gun.
strength.
Oh.
Big guns. Yes.
I call them Des and Troy. But yeah, you guys are greeted by a very, very snappily dressed drow, a male drow, which to anyone would be odd because most of drow society is matriarchal. So to have very clearly a drow male dressed like this, And you'd all recognize this drow as the high marshal of the stewards, basically the police and military of much of the Pact Worlds. And this is someone who, they're dressed to the nines in this parade uniform, and not quite to the same extent, but so is your guide. Obviously, she's not been around quite as long, so not quite as fancy, but it's still this blue and gold accented suit that just says this is someone who served the stewards and has been given a nice suit to be at a nice event, and they you're all stood in a line. So it dawns on you now that not only is this woman your guide, but she's also being given an award because of services to the Pact Worlds, to the Starfinder Society, and to just all of the galaxy. So
Is everyone just getting an award now?
Everyone gets
like,
one.
You get an award. You get an award.
just these heavy coins
Oh
being
my God,
thrown
look
at
your
you.
seats. Everyone gets an award.
But no,
They're
there's
like, oh, pasty lady, what have you, pasty tour guide, what have you done to deserve an award? Who have you saved? Did you perhaps discover a planet? Sobok didn't mean to brag, but that's what we did.
didn't do that, but that is impressive.
I agree.
But yeah.
Sobok.
You are all lined up. And I haven't written it down because I hate that words, hate long speeches, and I don't even want to give one in character because that scares me. I might do it down the road when I've got some experience GMing.
Scott, please just don't skip the part where I walk up to get my, or whenever we get like the medals or whatever. Okay, I don't want you to miss that. Like, you can speed up, but then just slow motion when you get to that part. Okay, just for no reason.
But no, like there's this speech which, as in all award ceremonies, goes on and on and on and on and on.
Sobok will roll to see if he falls asleep.
Yeah, go ahead. Make it.
I got 6.
Make it. Let's see. Will or fortitude, whichever you want.
Will or what about the pure strength to stay awake?
No,
Every
that's not how that works.
It should be. I used my strength to keep myself awake.
Like I physically hold my eyelids open.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because that's +4. That's the best I got. Can I do it like that? That means I got 10.
no. It would look a bit odd if you were.
Rachel doesn't like my vest.
Genuinely?
So what did you say? Intelligence, you said, or fortitude?
Fortitude or will. Genuinely,
Oh,
though,
thank you for giving me choice. I do
if
appreciate
you
that.
if you guys can convince me that another stat would be better, or even if it just doesn't fit, if you've got an in-universe reason why you'd use that, I might
I
let
was
you.
keeping this on the back burner, but I'm going to give you a brief description of how strength can be used to keep someone's brain going.
Fuck it, go on.
So basically, you know those little neurons that fire in your brain to have you do anything, to think and everything like that? I was thinking, if any of these guys challenged me to a chess match, that Sobok would sit there and he would use his strength to push those little neurons down as fast as humanly possible. And so they would make these connections, and they would he would just think 4 times as fast as anyone else. And then he would move a chess piece, and then when he loses, he would just think that he was thinking too far ahead, and that was the problem. Like he was like 6 games down the line, and that's why he didn't really lose, so it wouldn't hurt his feelings. He would just lose like this lame game, but not the 6 games ahead that he was thinking about.
No, that's not how that works. And
Also,
no,
I can't find
I think
fortitude
I've
in the list.
broken Amber.
Oh, sorry. I can't find fortitude in my list of skills.
It's in saving throws.
Oh, no.
I love that. It's just,
I don't.
I
Oh,
have
no.
I have 5 will, so that's 5 plus my 6, right? That means I have 11. Oh, it's even better than strength. So
Okay.
11, does that keep me awake or does that make me fall asleep?
Yeah, you're awake. Your eyelids are heavy,
Yeah.
but you're just like,
Yeah, my eyes are heavy, yeah. Cool, but I'm still waiting for my moment.
but yeah.
Can it
You,
just look like he's busting a blood vessel or something? It's just like trembling.
yes.
Stay away.
Like his scales are bulging. Like the veins in his neck are just huge. He's like, ah. But yeah, you guys line up, and to each of you, he asks you to hold out your hand, and he takes that hand and just sort of clasps it in both of his.
Oh, this is. Oh, sorry.
No, go on.
I was just gonna thinking with would Merlin go up there, or would the people that made Merlin go up there? Because
Sentient,
technically,
homie.
right? If you
You are your own person.
Yeah, you can cast magic, you're sentient. You're
Yeah,
special.
well, seriously, if you made the machine that goes off and does something great, you don't give the machine the medal. You give the person that made the machine.
Yeah, but if the machine's sentient,
Yeah.
then it's its own person, right? So this is like probably a breakthrough thing in my head that you would give the machine the award.
Yeah.
And a crisp high 5 as well. Deserves it.
It's up to Scott. I'm just throwing
No,
something out
fair.
there.
So to each of you, he would say something. He would go to you, Merlin, and as he takes your hand in his, you may not be flesh and blood, but you are important as any creature in this galaxy. Never, ever forget that. And as he does this to each of you, when his hands come
Whoa,
away,
whoa. While he's going, is this on stage?
No, it's just a flat plane.
Okay.
Like, normally if it was a filled building, it probably would have been, but there's maybe half a dozen people in this room.
You're the most important person here, right? And you're busy shaking people's hands. Now, I want to push past whoever's in front of me so that I'm right behind the rat when he's got
Standing
his
next
hand
to each
shaken,
other.
okay?
We're standing next to each other
Yeah.
still, right?
Like, you're all in a line.
Yeah, but I'll fucking move. When I
You
see
want to be
beginning of the
before.
line, I'll move until I'm next to the rat.
You
So
want
you
to-
And
could
I'll like
push.
just bump people out the way.
Do you
I'll
push
be like,
Elf
"Someone
out the
see
way?
me, someone coming
Just
through,
like,
someone
get
see
away.
me."
Wow.
Who else that's on the stage right now? So you're just pushing Elf out.
Yeah,
the way.
you're just...
No, don't worry. I mean, it's fine. I said Sobok, excuse me. And
that makes it all fine. But yeah,
so I'm next to the rat now, right? Now,
Yeah,
what
fine.
Do you say, what do you say when what does the guy say when he's talking to the rat? I know I'm putting you on the spot, yes. I'm just going to say something like,
yeah,
"Oh,
like,
such a valuable member of the team." Sobok, he's down.
You are the most
Jesus.
important person in this team, and you are definitely the leader.
If you couldn't fly that ship, I would have eaten you for breakfast. And then he's back up. Then he shakes the guy's hand and he says, "Oh, you're the strongest member of the team." Sobok's like, "Yeah, I know." Gives him a bit of a hug. Sends him off to go.
yes,
I
that is
I
canon.
imagine this
Then.
is what, in Sobok's head, this
Yeah.
is going.
Yeah,
Well,
he
that's really what happens, right? That's just... Okay, you tell me what happens then, Scott.
takes your hand.
Scott's the DM, not you.
Yeah, he
I'll
takes.
just roll, Scott. I'll roll and I'll pass these roll checks. Man, that's what Sobok's gonna do, okay? That's what he's doing right now. That's his plan, at least. Alright, hit me up.
He takes your hand. Well, he takes your hand, and sort of magically produces this coin in your hand for when he takes his hands away, and he.
Whoa,
Yeah.
magician.
he,
What's his face? God, leave me in suspense.
he just looks at you. You will do great things. You
So
are
good.
not like your forebearers. You will become something that not even you think you can become.
Sobok thinks to himself, what's better than the greatest warrior of all time? My God. Sobok shakes his hand, then thinks about it for the rest of the day.
Deep
Yeah.
contemplation.
He gets to the
Right.
woman.
You've gone through all of us. You gotta give one to Elf now.
Oh yeah, wait,
He's still going.
I'm still going. He gets to the woman that escorted you, and he stands there for a good few minutes. He's not chuffed that he's giving this award to this person. Not, you guess, for any reason of anger. Okay. But just you get this very familial feeling. Like these two have that sort of relationship where whatever this woman has done has been very risky. And while it's gotten them this award, that's cool. It could have killed them. And yeah, there's just that moment of well done, but Jesus Christ, you scared me.
What did she do to get the award? Do we get a little hint to that? When
That
she
is
came
for
in?
me to know and you to find out later on.
Yeah, but the fact that this guy is like doesn't want to give it makes me think that. Well, I'm actually busy thinking. Perhaps you guys can do some goddamn. Well, you above me, by the way, you two. But just thinking about this and see, you know, what kind of shame is in this guy's eyes, and try and work out what the hell's going on with this chick. That's very, very pasty. Sobok's
So you're
thinking like,
are you asking us to do an insight check?
no, Sobok
So
is just
sense
saying.
motive?
Sobok is
Fuck it.
what's it called? Pigeon gaming right now. Sobok is thinking about what
This
is
is not-
greater than the
It's not-
greatest warrior, the greatest best warrior that ever lived.
Ben, you are too chaotic for your own good.
Perhaps Sobok will be two of the greatest warriors that ever lived.
He'll clone himself.
Oh,
This can happen.
He'll clone himself and he's like, yeah. He'll later down the line, he's just gonna high five himself. That's his goal. He wants to clone himself so he can fucking high five. Anyway,
Not. Oh, sorry.
finally he gets to Elf.
is this a drow handing out the awards?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, I assume the relationship between elves and drow are like kind of vaguely in contention at times.
Yeah, but this, you get the feeling that this guy is like,
He's okay.
he's okay, not least because he's a dude in a matriarchal society again. He's just like,
Yeah.
I don't care, you're nice people. But yeah,
Heck yeah, he's all right. He's fine. He is
Yeah.
friend shaped.
he's friend shaped. He gives you, again, he gives you the coin, and he looks at you and says, I don't know what he says because brain.
He says
Something
something.
nice. Something nice. Yeah.
It's something.
Yeah.
Good job, dude. Killing all those people and burning that 2 villages of civilians to the ground.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think at any rate, whatever he does say and whatever's like given to her, she's gonna cringe ever so slightly
Yeah, it's
over
like,
it. Like she's not very comfortable receiving the award for some reason.
yeah, it's like, this is, I don't, I haven't done anything to this.
Sorry, my brain just caught up on the fact that we're talking about Elf's reward, not this
Yeah.
drow tour guide lady. My apologies. Elf can get an award for being nice and also for providing
Yeah.
hours of entertainment and beverages
Yeah.
Yeah,
to refugees.
yeah.
Your endless supply of Panther Juliet inspiration.
Yeah.
Sobok's seriously thinking that she's got some sort of teleporting pocket where whenever she opens it, another flashlight can come out or another panda pop comes out.
Drink.
You basically got.
Yeah,
Sobok's
Like-
onto you, Elf.
but yeah, there's
What?
there's a moment, however, just as he looks like he's about to remove his hands and reveal, magic. There's a coin in your hand. I just checked. Can you all make me a fortitude save?
Okay.
This is where it discovers that we never even left. This is where we find out we never even left the was the Hashad.
I roll a d20 and then I add my fortitude onto that, right?
Yes.
Wow.
You never left the cave.
Well, the thing is, I didn't want to brag on nothing, but I've got a 24. No, 23. 22.
Ooh.
22. Maths.
Ooh, you spicy lizard.
Yeah, I think the site's broken. I haven't got anything less than 10 and I'm scared.
It happens.
I got an 11.
Okay.
10.
Okay.
Oh no!
That doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
No.
So, Sobok, you're fine. You feel a bit of pressure on your temples, and it's uncomfortable. But you're just like, probably ate too much chocolate.
Well, the thing is, it's a small brain, so the pressure doesn't go to hit on. So it just kind of hits on my head and then leaves. And then, yeah, it's cool. So I didn't feel much, yeah?
No.
The skull is so thick. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Are you guys experiencing... Oh, well, I'll be quiet to find out
The-
what's actually going on.
You two, however, and the woman that's with you, you feel a little bit of blood drip from your nose. You suddenly have this pounding headache. And it won't go away. Like it's one of those things where 1 minute you're like, oh, I'm fine, and then it's like, oh no, thanks, migraine. But yeah, your nose is bleeding, and you feel just queasy. And Elf, this drow still has hold of your hands, and his grip is getting tighter and tighter and tighter.
It's just like, what's this? She's still got her hand out. It's like,
Yeah.
what's this all about? Like,
And then
can you let go?
he looks back at you. He's just he's in pain, a lot of pain. Both of his nostrils are just streaming blood. Go on.
Oh.
Can
I
I see
can't-
this?
Oh yeah, you all see this.
Well, then I want to go over and help or something.
I cast detect magic to see if I can figure out if there's like some kind of magical effect
Actually,
that's
you
causing.
can't. Because there's blood coming out of your nose right now, your little robot face nose. Okay,
I
so
have.
you need
I
help.
don't have blood.
Yeah, but
You're
surely-
leaking
Yeah,
oil.
you don't.
Yes.
You're not bleeding.
But hold on. But
You-
at least are you
I
feeling
literally
negative
am
effects?
immune to bleeding.
Yeah,
That's
like
what the effects have.
you still feel pressure somehow. But
Maybe
however,
also
Merlin,
what's going on.
you.
Yes, I use
Oh,
a
are
kind
you
of
okay?
What's the range on detect magic?
60 feet.
Yeah, you get nothing.
Whoa, is this guy a sniper?
However, you've never experienced deja vu or anything like that. And if you had a stomach that could turn and a heart that could sink, they would both be doing that right now. Because this feels familiar. And you feel like something happened like this, maybe not to you, but a strange, distant memory. You recognize what is happening and probably know what's about to happen. Because, Alf, can you take 2 points of damage? Just as this drow is basically crushing your hand at this point.
Oh god, the elf's just gonna be like, okay, can we oh god, it's my head. Can we sit down and
He
talk this
Are
through
you
for a
starting
second?
to topple? Is it starting to topple?
Does anyone else like in the room also like have their nose bleeding?
I thought the
Yeah.
elf was also getting his nose bleeding, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean us as well, and also the
Yeah.
drow, but I mean any of the other attendants. In
Yeah, there's a few other people, but just as it feels like this grip can't get any stronger, this drow just goes, "I'm sorry," and his head detonates.
Oh, what the fuck!
Help! Help!
The
help!
woman,
Help! Help!
the woman
help.
next to you,
How much
elf,
brain gets in my mouth? I was
screams.
standing like this.
The drow staggers back and collapses. There is nothing past basically the lower mandible. Everything else is just gone.
Just
Elf, did you do this?
I bloody hope not.
Sobok is wondering
Just-
what happened.
I
And-
attempt to go over and cast what was it? Mystic Cure.
Sobok checks to see
Drow.
if he's dead by kicking him. After you've done
Nothing happens.
Oh,
with the kick
And-
or with the
The cure, and just as this panic has set in, there is from somewhere on like a balcony, a window breaks.
Sobok looks up.
There is, and 3 like sort of Coke can sized canisters land around where you're stood, and they start hissing and emitting red smoke.
Okay, Sobok immediately takes action, right? Because I'm so fucking powerful and cool. He doesn't know what to do,
breathe
so
that.
instead he just freaks out. He keeps reaching behind him, trying to find Sasha. He hasn't got Sasha. He's like, I'm so ill prepared for this. This is how I'm gonna die. What would a great warrior do? He spends 5 minutes contemplating what a great warrior would do. And then he thinks either 50-50, he jumps in, tries to move the canisters away from his home dogs, or he pushes the home dogs away from the canisters. Right?
So,
And he's still thinking about this.
So
actually, you know what? Wait. I've got an idea. I cast
idea?
telekinetic projectile to hurl the grenades back to whence they came.
oh.
Can
okay.
you get all 3? Because I'm thinking about either pushing you away from them or
If-
kicking a few of them away.
If you fling an object weighing up to 5 pounds at a target making a range attack against its KAC, if you hit it once, it's basically I'm picking those grenades up and I'm throwing them back.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Magic.
That is fucking sick.
Why not?
Good job. Because Sobok's still sitting there contemplating what he should do, and he sees you do all this cool stuff, and he's very impressed with the moves.
I'm still going to have you roll for what I wanted you to roll for once I find it.
Oh no.
But I'm gonna give you guys a -2 to that roll because you've thought quickly and gone, nope, that looks bad.
Well, one of us thought quickly.
Well, yeah.
One of us is still making decisions.
you're
The
still
other one is
like,
panicking.
yeah.
How much brains do you have on you at the moment, Elf? We have to roll for how much brains is on Elf.
Oh, yeah. You are just drenched in it. It's just, yeah.
Sobok would be disgusted if he had to pick you up right now.
Yeah.
Right
She's
now
kinda
is not
just
a good time.
Stood there like, still
I-
with her hand kind of out, like what? Help.
Do I need to like
You're still
roll?
holding the guy's hand. Because that's fucked up.
She's been trying to let go. But
Oh no,
her
no,
hand is
he's
still
let
out.
go. He's let go.
Oh my god, that's disgusting.
But yeah, can you all, except for M.E.R.L.I.N, roll me a fortitude check? I will say except for M.E.R.L.I.N because M.E.R.L.I.N doesn't have lungs.
18.
Merlin is immune from bleed, disease, death effect, poison, non-lethal damage, and sleep effects.
Fair.
I've got
Roll
a great
one.
idea. Alright? I've got 13, and I believe Elf got 18. So Elf's like hitting this really hard. But I'm thinking, if I'm gonna die, the very least I could do is throw the rodent to safety. Right? Now I'm not doing that because I love him. I'm doing that because then he can go back to the best country, like my best planet.
Yeah.
Tell him all about how I saved his ass. Alright, so I get like what's that word again that we discussed earlier today?
Posthumous.
Posthumous.
Like, yeah.
Award, and as the greatest best warrior of all time, who put his own life in danger to save this rodent.
So yeah. What did you roll against, Sobok?
Oh, I got 13.
13. Okay. Yeah. And you are all coughing. It basically just feels like someone stuck chili peppers down your throat and nose.
Oh.
And
Can I now try and throw them out?
yeah.
Alright, so what am I rolling something for throwing these tear gas grenades back to where they came?
What did you say you had to roll?
It says range attack.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna say you just pick them up and yeet them. Because
Yeah,
It's
basically
mine.
just telekinetically.
yeah,
Like
you just
pick it up.
that's bad. However, you have just thrown them back into the street. But then,
Hey,
you know,
they're out there. They're in here.
yeah. But yeah, there's I just made a lot of saving throws for people, and everyone's
That is
fine.
That is a 17 for the range attack.
Yeah,
For
you
these canisters.
just pick this up and go. Yeah, and it's just
I then turn to my colleague and say, "We must evacuate immediately."
Elf, rodent, Merlin, pasty woman. We need to go. We need something.
But yeah, you. So the woman turns to you guys and goes, run, get off the station. I will sort this out.
It's like, are you sure we should? All of our lives are. Oh no, it's the one that's like right at the end of her life as well. The elf's gonna sort of speak past the headache and just go, okay, you're, yeah, okay. I don't want you to, but okay. She just starts running.
Are Merlin's creators still there? Or they've run off by now?
Oh, they've legged it. Like the second the head exploded, the weedy scientist just went, whoop, nope.
I think also, just for roleplay's sake, that rodent would have jumped onto my shoulders or something by now. Because he can't run fast.
Like a rocket and
And we are
Groot type
GTFO in
situation.
this place.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
But yeah, you all
So yeah, we're running. We're all running.
managed to get out. And it's
Wait, while we're running, right, I want to take a breath and just be like, Merlin, that was a good throw, dude. Good job, robots. And just keep running.
and you guys
He does.
yeah.
Sorry, I missed that part. What was the other thing again?
Oh, dude, I singled you out and you froze. Yeah, I was just saying, Merlin, that was a sweet throw. Like, while I'm panting and running up some stairs or whatever, that was a sweet throw, dude.
It seemed like the most logical thing to do at that point in time.
But yeah, you guys make your way back to the glorious liability. And it's just occasionally
Do we
Right, when you
see
go to the hotel room.
Do we like see anyone as we're running out? Like,
I looked up at
maybe
the
if, like,
broken,
or maybe like through the canisters in?
at the broken glass, and I just saw the canisters coming down.
make me a perception check.
All of
Oh,
us?
what's
or just
them?
one?
Anyone who
Only
wants
you.
to.
With your little robot zoomy eyes, you probably could have seen something.
Ah,
Whoop.
Oh,
see shit.
I'm gonna try because my elf was panicking and looking around like, oh god, what's going on?
I don't.
I got
come on,
a 7.
Oh.
Wow.
I got
Damn,
a
man.
14.
Oh, okay.
Even yours is covered in brains.
Merlin is just focused on getting everyone to safety. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Elf, you get the faintest shimmer off in the distance. Don't know what it is or what it could be, but there was something maybe there. As you're all running, yeah, there's a few glances, but anytime someone looks like they have the power to stop you, they also just notice that you have these very nice shiny Starfinder Society coins. It's just like, okay, they're probably doing something, and they're covered in gore.
Not to mention Sobok's running, pretty scarily right, in that group with them. So
So
that
speaking,
guy.
Oh my god, our half was just covered in blood from the explosion.
oh yeah,
You still got
Yeah.
brains on
Like-
you.
Yeah.
That's gross.
like you, Merlin and Sobok, not so much. You've maybe got a few just sprays of it,
Yeah,
but
me and you were at the end. At the very beginning.
yeah, but poor Elf just took a face full of gore.
Yeah.
Oh
The,
no.
the elf's also gonna like shout if she sees like anyone else around as she's like following along with the others and like getting the fuck out of Dodge.
Hmm.
She's just gonna be like, get out, get out, get out, get out, run, run, bad things.
Yeah.
Like, go on, please, save yourselves.
But yeah, you managed to get back to your ship. Quite, despite the fact that it's
Whoa. We stop off at the hotel so I can get my last chocolate and my sasha, right?
fine.
Then we go to
Yeah, fine.
yeah, thank you.
Just really want that chocolate.
Like, isn't there like any other members of the Starfinder Society? Like, is like a building or a specific area like the Starfinder Society hub that we can go to?
I mean, yeah. If you want to, you can go there.
'Cause, I mean, that's because like
Should probably warn someone.
I mean, by this point, a lot of police and stewards have already started going in the direction you're coming from because, yeah.
it doesn't look like anything's chasing us right now.
No, nothing's chasing you at the moment.
So Sobok can take out his personal comm unit.
Yeah.
And he could probably phone the cops if he felt like it was necessary.
If you want.
Sobok thinks, should we phone the authorities?
I think the authorities have already seen. Maybe if we. Oh, we didn't even get it. Oh, it was so gross. Oh god, it's. Oh no, it's still all over me. You can.
I'm
Stay
just
on that side of the room, please.
picturing the
Okay,
elf
okay, I'll just.
just trying not to have a breakdown, which is very apt because. Ugh.
Yeah. Oh my god. Did it get me mouth? Oh my god.
You just see her spitting off the one side.
Oh.
Like,
Oh, I'm
No,
sorry.
maybe you can go clean yourself up. I think we're safe now.
Just
I have
like-
Sasha.
okay.
I'll watch the door.
Yeah. So are you guys going back to the hotel or the?
I think we ran to the hotel. I grabbed my stuff. I think we get to the ship, but then we can just fly to the police station or something, or wherever you want to go, Merlin. But I don't want to be like walking there. That's for noobs.
It's all in the same station.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My bad. Then as long as I got Sasha, I'm happy. My chocolate.
You've got your baby and your chocolates.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah,
Also-
that's a good idea. We'll hide out. We'll hide out in the room, and then we'll try and contact someone from there, so that we're not. It might be best to do that instead, so that we're not
Yeah.
walking out and could possibly get ambushed again.
So does everyone want to use my personal comm link then, or to phone anyone, or I'll just put it back in my belt because I have it on my belt. It's so cool.
it
But,
could be worth sending out an alert.
Merlin uses his internal comm unit implant.
Well, I'm busy trying to text. HELP space EEAATH space HE. Oh, you've already sent it? Good job, Merlin. And by the way, that throw was insane, man.
I'm basically like I imagine there's like a public number or something like that people use to
Yeah.
contact the Starfinder Society, so I'm gonna use that to try and call them.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, 999 is for the police, just to let you know.
Like,
So that's
I also imagine that, even though you've probably called like a super important emergency number, it's still some poor schlub at a desk. It's like, yep, how can I help?
greetings. This is the Mark 1 This is the Mark 1 Magically Enhanced Robotic Learning Integration Network, also known as M.E.R.L.I.N. We seek an audience with your superiors, as we wish to inform a great crime has been committed as part of a Starfinder Society ceremony.
Exploding head thing? Yeah, that's rough. Did you get any orders?
Merlin,
Do not
ask to speak to the
understand.
manager.
We are attempting to contact a superior. We are attempting to contact your superior so that we may inform them of possible grave dangers that may be trying to attempt assassination on their lives.
Okay, let's see what I can do. Okay, so what I can do for you is, let's see. So the person who would have been contacted is dead. They're. So what I can do for you is tell you that anyone who is of any importance who needs to know has been alerted. You guys, do you have a safe space, a ship, anything that you can hide out in? Because I'm not saying for definite, but it's possible that you were also targets.
Is that what our superiors are advising us to do?
Yeah, just find a place to hide for now. Not even hide, just maybe there will be an investigation, but you don't have to. Yeah, normally protocol is to stay on station, but that could be also a problem. So yeah, find a place to stay. Get maybe cleaned up because you guys were right there, from what I can tell.
Is there perhaps any kind of witness protection program that we should be a part of?
So being a part of the Starfinder Society entitles you to that sort of thing anyway. So if you do, you might be safe in that regard. And you were with a steward agent at the time. You were with two, so you should be fine. If we do need testimony from you, then we will be in touch. But for now, the truth is we want to save face. This is not a good thing to happen. The head of one of the most important organizations in the galaxy, excuse my laughter, this is just very nerve-wracking right now. One of the most important people in the galaxy just died. I don't think I need to explain why that's a problem. And we you're not most suspects. We have, we were watching the whole thing. It wasn't broadcast publicly, but we do have links to most of the important buildings on the station, so we know what was happening. So you guys are in the clear. You don't have to worry about that. However, this is just a bad situation, and you guys are rookies. Don't want to make it sound like you're not worth anything. Like, I'm sure you guys will be able to do what you can, but for now, just let us sort this out. And in the background, while this guy is, explaining and talking to you, you can just hear just everything going on. Like, everyone's just in a panic, and it's pandemonium. Just because it basically a terrorist attack just happened. Technically, two in one day.
He didn't put us on hold, so it's not very realistic. As a call center.
No,
in a life-threatening danger? Please hold.
Please hold.
Very well. Is there any strongholds that we should visit? Is it that we can hunker down inside of?
Your own ship would probably be best for you.
That is not advisable, as it is not as our ship does not exactly have the best defenses.
Okay. What I can do is I can arrange
that we could maybe use to hide out. That would be ideal.
There's nothing really like that. There's I guess you could probably. Let me have a look. Okay, he comes back to you after a few minutes. Okay, so there's a small bar about 50 decks below you that I will send you information for. Speak to them. They will be able to help you with anything you need, like ship repairs and a place to hide out if that is what you feel. If you feel you don't want to be, in your ship, out, safe in space, fair enough. There's a place for you to stay. So hopefully they'll help you. I won't give any more information out like that on an open line, just to be safe. But it'll be sent to you. It will be encrypted, but you'll know what to do with it.
Understood.
Okay, good luck. Sorry about everything that happened today. That's one hell of an introduction to what is normally quite a safe place.
We will be sending you a survey to rate my performance.
Yeah, sure, dude, whatever. And the line is cut.
So Merlin goes back. They have informed us that we must be that we will be regrouping at one of the local taverns. That they will provide us the required repairs to have our ship working in prime condition.
Merlin, you telling me that the Starfinder Society has recommended we hold out in a pub?
Yes.
And wait for it all to blow over?
Yes.
Wait for it all to blow over. Sobok thinks this is acceptable. Let's go.
It was described as one of their safe house locations, which Merlin goes stares goes blank for a minute as he receives the address. Comlink's like, I have the location.
Perfect. I think we should go straight away after Elf's got the brains of her.
It's like,
She is in search of like the means to tidy up like for a while the phone call was like going on. She was just staring at her hands like, the fuck am I doing?
yeah.
What's happening?
Like, there's probably a bone or two in your hand that's probably not in the position it should be.
I'll
It's
knock
like,
on the
oh,
door.
it's an, oh.
I'm like, doof. Elf, we need to get a move on. We have a safe house.
It's like,
It's a bar.
yeah, you know what? That sounds better than here right now. 2 minutes. I'll catch up and she'll try and tidy up,
Yeah.
kind
Don't
of
worry.
as
Like,
much
it's
as
a
she can.
it's a
We have
fancy
Sasha now.
it's a fancy
Alright.
like penthouse suite type apartment hotel thing. So you can have a nice quick hot shower.
I was gonna say one of like two things were gonna happen. It was either she finds a shower or she just dunks herself into like the nearest water fountain.
I mean, it depends on how much of a rush you're in.
Very much a rush.
Okay, so you literally just fill a sink up, just so you're like some of it's gone, but at this point, a lot of it has very much dried and gone all grim and crusty.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's nothing worse. Like I've never sat down and thought about this, but having warm brains all over you, and then later on having cold brains, cold chunky scrambled eggs all over your hair and stuff. Oh,
Don't like that.
worse.
Don't like that thought.
Right, me neither.
Nasty.
Me neither. That's what I'm saying. I'm disturbed by it. It's disturbing.
But yeah.
Sobok thinks about this and is disturbed. He chooses not to knock on the door and to leave Elf to whatever splashing that he's hearing from outside
But yeah.
while he grips Sasha slightly.
You just hear from within the room, what the fuck is that?
What is this?
She'll come out eventually, a bit cleaner.
Yeah.
Worst
like,
of it's gone.
Still very much not in a fun condition because A, possibly broken hand, and B, lots and lots of giblets. But you guys will have been given like a more sort of discreet route, so you're not, walking about the place for people who were recently seen fleeing a crime scene. Even though you guys have been sorry.
I'm just gonna say M.E.R.L.I.N probably had all that information downloaded, so he's leading the way.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys. It takes a while because it's you guys have been given the real scenic route. You get down to a level of the station that it's grim. Like it rains all the time here, not because there's nice like artificial weather, but because water pipes leak, and just it's a real mess down here. But it's in some ways it's got more character. There's it's grim and gritty looking, but it's got its charm to it.
It's a real Blade Runner situation.
Yeah, like this is the gravity this far down is also a little bit less, so Mintz isn't looking like he's about to keel over. he's still not comfortable in this is like 80% gravity, but he's a little bit more upright. He's not like looking like Voldemort or something. But yeah, he's like, yep, cool. And you come across the location that you've been sent to. And it's a pub that at least as far as the decoration and the facade of it, it looks very much like, I guess, it looks like a proper English pub. So it's, a lot of it's all plastic and metal, but it's done up to look like wood and stone, and it has that dingy look to it that's also sort of quite warmly lit. Where like you can look around, but you probably wouldn't want to be reading a book in here. And the place itself is called the Velvet Hippo. Yeah.
Is there anything immediately obvious as to why it's called that? Or
So
Hippo on the screen with velvet.
the sign above, it looks handmade. Like it's like this is one of the few bits of the building that is made of wood, and it is a picture and a painting of a English Staffordshire Bull Terrier, and it's for those of you that know what a hippo is, you're a bit confused. Like either this person has possibly never seen a real hippo, but they were just told that that's a hippo, and some of you maybe are just like, yeah, okay, that's probably what a hippo looks like.
Okay.
wait, hang on. I study life science.
Go on then.
Do I know this? I'm gonna try.
Make a roll for it.
I want to know if I can also see what hippo
Yeah,
is.
anyone who wants to make a
Ooh.
life science life science roll.
I got a dirty 20.
Oh, I'm actually really high on that. Damn,
Yeah.
Dirk.
Life science? What the hell is that?
Fucking hell.
Origin?
Shiza.
I think actually no, wait, is that? Yeah, I think so. Wait, no, it was.
found
Don't
it, I
add
found
the
it.
8 at the moment. Hang on.
I have 10. Does that mean I know what a hippo is?
10, I'm going to say, yeah. Like
Hippos are strong creatures.
you
Muscular.
don't know what a hippo is, but you've heard of them and you know that they're big.
Yeah, I know hippos are big, and I know that they're strong, and they can crush their enemies in one bite. And then I look at this little dog, and I think, hippos must be really dangerous if they're that size and they can crush a man in one bite. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I rolled a 10.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like again, you
Oh.
know roughly that's probably not a hippo. Hippos are huge and they have huge teeth. And Elf, you're just like, that is very much definitely a dog.
Oh, it's like, oh, yep. I've studied that. I studied life science, but I looked it up. I'm not sure if it counts for the skill in general or like the specific field of expertise, but obviously she studied not hippos, but still life science.
It's
So
just like, I don't know what a hippo is, but I don't think that's a hippo.
yeah, the base roll is 12, so
Oof,
do with that
you've
what
got
you
a
will.
spicy bonus there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you're just like, that's a dog.
Yeah.
That is clearly and plainly a dog. I don't know what a hippo is. I
So
now want
you
to see
can-
one.
You can tell it's a hippo. Look, it's got short legs. Its body's really like, it's got some heft to it. They're probably like, I don't know what I read, maybe like this big, and it's completely off. It's neither like the size of a hippo or a staffy.
It is rather strange. Hippos are usually quite giant and ferocious creatures. This looks like neither.
Oh no, look at his face. He's clearly got teeth. It's quite ferocious, isn't it?
And as you step into this bar, one of the first things you see, basically in the far corner, is probably the subject of the sign, or at least the subject for whoever painted it. And it's just this little dog that's just fast asleep in the corner.
clearly a baby hippo. Like, come on.
Like, I searched it up, and this is what a baby hippo is supposed to look like.
Yeah, it doesn't look like that.
Yeah. Oh. This is confusing. But let's find safety inside what we can. Sobok also wants to know if this is a Starfinder Galaxy bar. Perhaps Starfinder.
Yeah.
Starfinder
Is there anyone here?
for free.
Ooh.
Is there anyone here that's running it?
It's like failing that, if you're after a free drink or even like a discount, or maybe I can talk to them. We can be nice. We can wave our coins in their face.
Sobok is always nice. What do you mean, Elf?
I'm not making assumptions here. I'm just saying. Yeah. We can try, whether it's if we don't get money off our drink, we can certainly, warm up
Yeah.
to them.
The Panda Pop! Yes! Elf, I'm looking for something a little bit stronger at the moment, but thank you for the offer.
Why not mix it?
Bobby! Ding, ding, ding! Is it a little bell? Go for the little bell. Is it a little bell? Is there a
Resist.
space bell?
Resist. Repeated joke. You know
Is
what?
there a bell?
Yes, there is a bell.
I
However,
choose to ring it 65 times.
you get done ringing it once, and
The guy turns up.
as you try to raise your hand, you're stuck to the bell.
Sobok,
Oh,
bicep. Oh,
no.
god damn it.
Really, you brought it to this game as well?
You like, it's not like a bell that you can lift up and ring. Like, it's a bell that you get at a hotel where it's just you tap it. So you
No
tap
matter
it.
what, I know what the fuck you're doing.
You tap it, and you're just like, I can't move my hand.
My whole hand or just my little thingy?
Oh, just your
Imagine-
finger.
imagine how
Your
this little
finger is
bell.
now just super glued to this bell.
A
No,
Uh,
I would refrain from mutilating yourself. Yourself. I'm sure there is another method of removing your finger from this device.
if I get drinks in the next 5 minutes, then I shall be okay.
Is there anyone in this bar?
Where's that little dog? Maybe he's the bartender.
The dog?
yeah, I mean, you met a bear, so what if
Yeah,
like
and
you
it
walk
is-
up to this dog, wake it up, and it just stands up on two legs and is like, "Sup? Can I get you something?"
So
The
it's
little Jack
just
Russell's like, hold your
Like
horses, hold your horses. He walks on 2 legs.
It's like a fucking dog in Men in Black.
Yeah.
I mean, I do have a cyberpug miniature that I could
Yeah,
use,
you know it.
but no, that is a very normal dog.
We are members of the Starfinder Society.
Is there no one else here?
There's
Well,
a
they
few
find the box,
moments.
right? Maybe they're hiding or
Can,
something.
can you let Scott answer?
There's a few moments where you
Oh.
guys are just like, waiting. After a while, you're like, come in, sorry. And you are greeted by a dwarf in a leather apron, and just, they're quite casually dressed in just trousers and a t-shirt.
Sobok expected a hippo, but you'll do. Can we please have a few drinks? Oh, we are members of the Starfinder Society.
I was going to say,
They sent us here.
We even
Yeah.
have proof. We have those coins, don't we?
I was already told you were coming. Don't worry about it. So yeah, you go. There is a room downstairs. Upstairs, maybe don't go. That's a place. But yeah, if you go behind the bar, downstairs, there's a small sort of. I rent it out to people. And I did have a rental, so I've just lost out on a bit of money, but hey ho, that happens. But yeah, you guys can stay there for as long as you want.
Can I do one little tiny thing?
Yeah.
Can I like walk up to Fiona and just basically be like,
You're
so
flexible.
our big strong friend here made a great suggestion earlier about like potentially getting drinks. I was wondering, do we have a discount or do we have them for, free?
You roll for it.
Oh, are we
members of
doing
the
are we doing
Starfinder Society.
Is your finger still stuck?
Yes. I have yet to be told my finger's unstuck, so I'm just gonna drink careful. But
holy shit. Guess you got a nat 20.
oh,
Crit.
That's 29, by the way.
Crit.
Sobok, whoa!
Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh!
Oh.
Oh.
I can't push a torque and all, but oh!
So the DC for that was going to be 25.
Oh my god!
Because you're already getting the place for free as long as you want or need. But he's just like, you seem lovely, so why not?
Oh, you're a lovely person, thank you. And she'll like actually lift the pouch off of her belt this time and go, "Would you like a panda pop?"
Yes! I will definitely take a panda pop.
Elf, do you offer panda pops to everyone or just your friends?
Well, hopefully in my travels, everyone I encounter's a friend.
Everyone gets a panda
I hand it
pop.
out when it's appropriate to, ease tensions.
You're not just
calm
like,
people down,
you get a
just
panda pop, you get a panda pop.
that they don't have to take them.
But yeah, he can take they're going to take a panda pop.
What flavor is it?
May I also request that you allow my friend to be able to remove his finger from the bell?
It hadn't pissed me off just yet. I was gonna get my drink first and then maybe a few drinks and then start an argument about it. But this is also
Fine.
This is acceptable. Sobok would be happy to remove his finger, please.
Fine. He just waves a hand and you're just like, oh, okay. It's always while I'm painting too. Like every time someone rings that bell, I'm just. Sometimes it's just funny.
You paint?
Yeah.
Sobok used to paint,
That seems like a real.
but then he found Sasha.
That bell seems like a real inconvenience for whatever customers you've come into your establishment.
Don't get many customers down here, and most people just go, "Hey, can I get a drink?" That bell was just. I'm surprised it still rings. Actually,
Sobok rings it again.
your hand gets stuck, and let's see.
Hey, D20 damage.
No, your finger just gets stuck again. I'm going to let you go. But if you ring that again, you spend the night here. Not in the room, here, at the bar.
I'm gonna
He-
just like lean in and whisper and just say, I personally wouldn't, but I think you're still getting free drinks, regardless.
I agree with you, Al. If I stay down here, I can get free drinks, correct, Dwarf Man?
That depends.
Oh,
On what?
If you ring the fucking bell again.
Okay.
He waves his hand and you come unstuck again.
you know what? You should like do a will save or something or like even a strength save to like physically stop yourself from pressing it again.
I think the strength save, we all know how the strength works. So I can
No.
muscle my way. I can
No.
muscle mine to prevent anything from happening.
No.
Sometimes I can even stop time, but then I just wake up a little bit later on.
That's just called falling asleep.
Yeah, well, Or painting.
Sobok's just convinced he wills time to stop.
Alright, is anyone else in this pub with us? Is it just us?
No,
Or
it's
some strange guy
quiet.
that paints?
It's
Alright,
quiet.
Cool. Well, I would like a drink, please. Would you guys like? I mean, Sobok will have a beer. Who else would like a beer? Merlin, I'll drink yours. 2. Wait, maybe 1 for the rat. A small one for the rat boy. I mean, for the rodents. No, sorry, mints. Don't want him to get angry again. He gets angry sometimes when you call him rodents. Elf, would you like something to drink?
I would
Every
love
time.
something to drink.
3, please, and 1 in rodent size. I mean, yes, 1 in small child size. Beer, please.
He
A
just,
child-sized beer.
yeah. What the fuck?
But we're not missing everyone, right? That chick stayed behind, so she's pretty much dead. Okay, cool, yeah, we're fine. Go on.
He's
Yeah,
just-
the lady sacrificed herself. The drow's dead.
We've lost our Skittermander mascot.
You didn't notice, but I didn't bring it up. But you guys might have caught a glimpse of my of the bottom of my sasha. I had etched in with crudely drawn things. I had cute little Skittermander and what looks like a strange green buff.
He's drawn in
This?
crayon.
Yeah, and it was not drawn in crayon. It's etched into the metal part of my gun, sasha. And you can tell it looks like someone else has also crudely crossed out the little 4-legged creature that was there. I
Aww.
posted it in, I believe,
Aw.
art and images.
Oh no. Oh my
That's
god.
beautiful.
That's incredible.
Yeah, that was in the bottom of Sasha.
That's incredible.
How long does it take to get a drink in this place? God damn.
He's already put them out for
We'll drink
you,
as well.
bastard.
He's already pouring his drink, man.
I think after getting the drink, the elf's just gonna go and be quiet. I've gotta quickly go do something, so she's gonna be quiet, 1,000-yard stare.
Be careful. The shitter bites.
Uh-oh. So Sobok gets there, right? And the beer is now lukewarm. And because it's free...
I mean-
Don't worry.
Time paused. Like this isn't
Right.
in real time.
So the dwarf gives me my super delicious beer. I cheers Merlin with his beer in my own hand.
Like it's dwarven beer too, so
No, that means it's strong.
yeah, actually. Anyone
It's
who's
the good shit.
Is
taken
this a fort save?
yeah, can you make me a fortitude save if you're drinking
I'm not even
dwarven
gonna
beer?
bother.
5.
I'll just drink
Oh,
This elf just like stops for a moment, 1,000-yard stares, and
I just
assuming that Sobok's gonna
I'm
come
just
and like do the thing too, she'll do that and then down it.
I'm just picturing this is before you've gone off to
Yeah.
get yourself tidied up. She's just like, I need this.
I was just thinking, like, what if I get smashed and then some bugger comes in trying to fuck us up, you know? Like,
Tough shit. You've taken booze from a dwarf.
Okay, so I tell you what, before it hits me too hard, I'm gonna turn to Merlin and be like, alright, you see that little switch on the bottom of Sasha? You're gonna wanna flick that. And then you're gonna wanna push the on button on the right hand side, you see by the trigger over here? And then the alcohol kicks in and I just pass out.
It's like
You just hear it.
Like, I have this idea that if I drink enough, I'm gonna start demanding you guys challenge me to a whole drinking game.
you should honor jewels.
Yeah, basically I was gonna come out and you guys are gonna be like, oh, you know, I was gonna be all aggressive. You guys would be like, I don't really feel like playing right now, thanks, Sobok. And I was gonna be like, you never play with me. I was gonna throw like a full-on tantrum until someone said, yeah, they'll play with me. I'm like, alright, cool. Now let's just find 2 sabers. Who's got the sabers? And then it gets like crazy.
So you've just gone ha ha. Passed out.
He's just like sitting there watching this all happen, just again blank expression because
Yeah,
there's
that's
nothing
all
there.
you can do. An elf, I imagine you just stand up, stagger. It's just
You see them walk. Okay, they get up, and you know when alcohol doesn't really hit you until you stand up.
until yes.
That happens, and she sort of wobbles for a sec, tries to walk normally, maybe makes it one step, and then just slowly her knees just start buckling. And after a couple more steps, she's basically crawling.
And I just
wherever
picture
she needs to go.
the bartender sees this
Merlin. Oh, sorry.
the bartender has probably seen a lot of elves go, yeah, I can drink dwarven beer, I'm an elf. Fuck yeah. And just they just walk over, just sort of pick you up by the shoulders, like, okay, okay, let's get you cleaned up.
It's like, I am covered in brains,
They're like,
and I used to get cleaned up.
I have noticed.
Yeah, Merlin's gonna go over and give you a hand, like help get you up and get you back.
She just like reaches her good hand up and like kind of like touches Merlin's face and is just like, oh, thank you. You're
I
so
love
soft.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
A bed.
Someone
Merlin-
must wake up.
Merlin
3
looks
hours.
at you. It's quite all right. Do you need any more assistance?
I just need help. My legs are working. My head kind of hurts, but
Did your hand hurt?
It was
Yeah.
kind of crushed. It's just all mangled.
Merlin like puts his hand takes your hand, put his hand over it, and casts a low-level cure wounds to help fix your hand.
oh,
Wow. Just the fact that you didn't fix my feelings. But you fixed her physical hand. And
Oh,
that
for
Scott called me stupid.
I don't have a spell for that.
I feel
I don't have, yeah, there's
a
no
lot
spell
of
for
negativity right now towards vests. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
there's no spell for help
You
feelies.
know, minor wounds. It sounds like it would have helped at the time.
Boy.
I was hurt.
Just-
But thank you, by the way, Al, for fixing that.
there should be, I don't know, a new type of damage introduced called emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
You just have a mental breakdown when you hit 0.
I mean,
there is. I mean, like sanity systems
that's,
exist.
yeah, I was going to say Call of Cthulhu. That's literally a thing. But yeah, Elf, you feel basically the bones in your hand rearrange. It's uncomfortable.
Is it
but-
nasty rearranging or like cracking your back and going like, oh, like that kind of hurt, but that's really satisfying.
So I don't know if anyone else has dislocated anything.
No,
But-
I stay out of trees.
Yeah,
Mm.
having a dislocated joint relocated is very much in that sweet spot between the two.
Yeah.
Like it hurts like hell, but once it's back in, it's like, that's better than it was.
It's like the problem has been solved.
The problem has been solved. Yeah. It
So,
very
oh,
much
thank
feels like
you.
that.
It's like, I'm sorry for frying your circuits earlier.
Poor drunk elf.
It's quite all right. Do you need more assistance in your intoxicated state?
I just need help walking. I can, if you just take me over to a sink or something, I'll be right as rain.
Yeah, Merlin is basically going to spend the rest of his time here just
Yeah.
assist his companions whilst while both of them are quite inebriated.
Yeah. So you escort Elf to like a toilet, and it's a very English pub toilet. It's not nice looking. and
urinals.
the like it, I mean, it's like a unisex toilet. It's just
Oh
there's
my
one
God.
there's one shitter. That's how.
Oh God.
Does that mean there's like toilet paper everywhere and like suspicious liquids on the floor?
No,
Just like mist.
but the toilet's a
Is there-
mimic.
Is there like a
Oh.
graffiti? Is there like graffiti on the wall? Someone's taking a sharp input, so like Chelsea as a slag.
Yes, there is now.
Way to go, Merlin. I didn't know you had that in you.
Like there's, but yeah, like the sink is sort of cracked. There's definitely just the mirror is just shards, like in each corner of where the mirror was. And like I say, the toilet's a mimic, and it's not even trying to hide it.
It's the hey, well, come here, I'll eat your shit.
It's just,
Toilet's a mimic?
yes,
I wouldn't
the
go.
toilet's a
The guy
mimic.
did say the toilet bites. He did
Yeah.
say that.
I'll eat your poo, I'll drink your pee, I ain't got no.
I wouldn't become sensitive in that.
Okay.
So the thing is, I wanted to make the ship's toilet a mimic, but this came first, so I was like, "Fuck it, this is a mimic."
You know, it's going to be a good campaign when people actually mention like bathrooms and toilets.
Yeah, like I love that weird shit. It's just like, yep, that's innocuous, but it's a thing.
It's like you can have your character go through an entire campaign and they haven't like used a bathroom. Or
Yeah, it's like that's weird. Like you gotta be backed up like nobody's business. But yeah, shit is a mimic, and you are just in a state. And poor Merlin is. I imagine Mince is also,
He's drunk as well. He got half his little thing.
That
We
was
should
a
roll to see if he
4.
survives.
So I don't know what.
Oh no.
I don't know. I don't have Mince's character sheet to hand, but I don't think that would have passed.
I mean, if a fucking giant muscular vest
Yeah.
is able to get completely fucking smashed on 2 of these fucking things, like he would be like halfway through it before
Yeah.
he fucking on the floor.
So
The baby size, though. We did get a baby child's cup for him.
Even
I don't
so,
know if that's
even so, that's still half a pint of dwarven beer.
Okay, so he's definitely dead. Well, maybe we can like, but it's easy to carry him.
Dead.
It's okay.
He's dead.
I'm not poisoning is no joke, Scott. We gotta watch out for this.
You just
Merlin,
canonically
let's
murdered.
see if he's gonna die
No.
or not, whatever spell that is.
stabilize. It's fine.
It's fine.
Alcohol to blood ratio spell.
I'm sure a little rat man that grew up on a space station has
He's
drunk.
drank chemical liquids before. Yeah.
I'm sure he's drank ethanol and gone, yep, that's fine.
I have a spell called Detect Affliction, but I think I know what affliction is.
Yes, you can't detect affliction. the magical voice in your ear. He pierced. You're very, very drunk.
I didn't understand that accent in the beginning. He
actually-
yes. And I
I'm
was
actually
like, what did you say?
I'll probably be able to. He'll be able to accurately measure like the blood alcohol level
Yeah.
in your body.
Probably just
That spell.
he's just opens part of his face and it's a breathalyzer.
Oh my god. No, it's Rory's fingers.
It's like blow to my pinky.
Oh. This campaign is cursed.
What have you done?
But yeah, you guys are just like, cool. But yeah, I think I'm gonna fade to black here before anything else happens.
Whoa. I wanted to get. Oh. For that situation, that's understandable.
No, it's not.
I wanted the dog to wake me up by licking my face. That's why I wanted to wake up like that.
Maybe we can.
That can
Start
happen
with
next
that.
session.
yeah, thank you for watching that video. Like I said at the beginning, obviously I'm recording this in the same session of recording. Thank you for watching this video. If you like that and want to see something maybe a little less 4 hours long, there are buttons down below that you can click on. I don't know if anyone's watching this far. Like I say, it's a 4-hour video. No one's watching that long. You're mad. But if you are, and you happen to have reached my ugly mug again, it's a dickhead sandwich, this video, isn't it? It's me, and then the rest of it. I mean, you've got to deal with me again, but everyone else is great. Yeah, thank you for watching this video. Buttons are there. Got links to all the stuff we do. Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. I know it's called X, but shut up. Instagram, TikTok, Patreon. We have a Patreon. We've had it for ages. But yeah, thank you. And again, Christmas, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Take care of yourselves.